Yo. What is good, Philly Take Nation? Welcome on in to another edition of NBA Playoff Game Day Live here on Philly Take with RB. Can the OKC Thunder do it again? After a strong, dominant performance at home in Game 5, they hit the Jets and they travel to San Antonio, where they are one win away from going back to their second consecutive finals. Or will Victor Wembanyama and Stephen Castle and Mitch Johnson and the boys in their first run here make it a series, do what we all believed after Game 1, and take this thing to 7 on Saturday night back in OKC? We are bound to hopefully have an insane classic tonight. Game 1 was amazing. The rest of the games have been back and forth, up and down, but it all comes down to this. Like I always say, the person that shows up with their backs on the line is who they really are. Now's the biggest game of his career, man. Wemby did not show up last game. Now's the time. Let's see what happens. Let's go. I'm ready to rock, man. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody is doing well. And welcome into the show, man. Philly Take with RB. I am RB. Thank you so much for being here, man. We have done this for the entire series. We cover the 76ers, the NBA here in the playoffs, and we talk about everything, man. So we are here once again to break down a very, very crucial Game 6, and thank you all for joining in with me. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're tapping in from. Welcome in to Philly Take with RB. The NBA Playoff Game Day Live show is brought to you by our great friends at National University. Check them out. And, of course, we are powered by the Kalshi app this week. So, like I said, 3-2, man. It's now or never. Can the Thunder do it again like they did in Game 3? Can they come back with a valiant effort and this time steal one on the road again and go to the NBA Finals? Well, we just got some news a little while ago on the New York Knicks side, which could significantly impact the NBA Finals. So we're going to talk about that as well. We'll break it all down. This is the #1 Game Day Live show. We give you pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, of course, with our staple play-by-play reactions and analysis. And we read out your comments in real time. Do me one favor, if you are already in the chat, it would really, really help out if you could just go down below, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. We're about to hit 55.1. We are dropping multiple videos a week. Just dropped a video a couple hours ago for my Sixer Nation, the ones that wanted to hear about my thoughts with the Sixers right now, and a couple mock trades. Definitely check that out. We drop shorts every day. And make sure you follow us on all platforms. We are blowing up on IG, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and more. All of those links are down below in the link tree. All right, man. Shout out to the members. Shout out to everybody. It's time to get this thing underway, man. Shall we? Shall we? What's going on, everybody? How are we feeling? I feel like there's not a lot of adjustments to talk about. There's not a lot of, X's and O's. Here's what we're seeing. Here's what we're not. The fact of the matter is that this game has been like a roller coaster where you have not looked at the entire ride. You can only see the next bump in front of you. You get that big adrenaline rush. You get that butterflies in your stomach feeling. And then here you go, turning left, then you're upside down. That's how I felt this series. I cannot put my finger on anything. I really don't know what's going to happen game to game. And that is the sign of a beautiful series. I mean, we have Victor Wembanyama and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, obviously. But what I'm really enjoying about this postseason and about this series in particular is that it's just such a deep roster versus another deep roster, and like there's just contributions coming from anywhere. You look at OKC, look at what Alex Caruso has done in this series. Look at what Jared McCain has done, having 15 in the second half the other night, a guy that was on the Sixers in February. Go over to the San Antonio Spurs side, a guy like Julian Champagnie. Look at what these guys are doing, man. So I think it's very straightforward at this point. And I know that might sound crazy, but like this is a very straightforward thing, man. If I'm the San Antonio Spurs, what I'm going to do tonight is get Wembanyama in the paint. I called it out about 15 times last game. I don't understand why Victor Wembanyama was not in the paint. Simple as that. I don't know why he was just floating around the three-point line. He looked winded. Okay, I'll give him some credit there. Like, I don't think Wemby would just walk around and not try, but without being disrespectful, like it literally looked like Wemby was not trying in game number 5. It looked like he just didn't care about that game and he was trying to get his win back and he was like, all right, I'll just get ready for game 6. That's how it felt to me. And in a crucial game 5, I just think that that's a wild mentality to have. And it didn't change the entire game. The Spurs stayed in it. They had a little mini run in the third quarter. That was because of some other players, but Wemby has to be at his best. He is the best player on the San Antonio Spurs by a mile. So, I mean, he's got to like really be the guy tonight. If Wemby does not play spectacular, it's over. He's done. He's done. You know what I mean? The Spurs are done tonight. Or are they going to do what we've seen many times in this series and be resilient and come back and just, dominate SGA, dominate the OKC Thunder? If I am the Oklahoma City Thunder, what do I do tonight? Well, I do exactly what worked last game. Get physical with Wembanyama, give the ball to SGA, let him get aggressive in the first quarter, get downhill, get to the free throw line. Yes, I do think the fouls were egregious the other night. It felt like it took an hour and a half, 2 hours to get through the second quarter. And I know a lot of people were complaining about it. There definitely were fouls, but, I did not like the way the referees called that game in game 5. I feel like with a pivotal game 5, you should let the guys play and you shouldn't come on here and just start going crazy with whistle, 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 whistle. So, yeah, I hope they let them play tonight. Again, if it's a foul, then call it a foul, but like, some of these guys are going crazy with the flopping right now, and I would rather just watch a, hard-nosed, tough-as-nails type of game. Like, that's what I want to see in this game. So, yeah. Let me check the injury report. I'm pretty sure AJ Mitchell is still out, but I just want to make sure that they didn't pull a fast one on us like they have this entire series and upgrade him. Let's see. Yeah, AJ Mitchell's out. They still have Jalen Williams listed as questionable, but he's going to be out. There's no way that he's going to play. So, yeah, Jalen Williams is out. AJ Mitchell is out. So, once again, the Thunder are without two of their really top scorers. Obviously, Jalen Williams is a huge loss, but it doesn't even affect the Thunder because they're such a deep team. They're just such a really good team, and they have so many weapons. They have the Carusos and the McCains and the Wiggins, Isaiah Joes. Like, it doesn't matter. Cason Wallace. So, anyway, yeah, I mean, those are my main keys to the game for each team. I think the Thunder have to start getting out in transition. The fact that they haven't been doing that and still are winning is pretty crazy. And I think the Spurs cannot get out rebounded. Like, again, last game was just, I don't know. Mark Dagnall said it after game 4. He was like, look, sometimes your team just doesn't have it and you got to watch the film and learn from it. But sometimes the energy's just not there. And that's kind of how I felt in a lot of games in this series. Like, I was expecting it to be like a game 1 situation every game. And I just feel like since game 1, it's just one team usually pulls off in the third or fourth quarter, and that's that. So I am hoping we get like a much better down to the wire game tonight. Anyway, that is where I'm at. That is how I feel. The question is, what do we think about these teams? Can the Thunder pull it off tonight on the road? I mean, again, last thing I'll say about the Thunder is, and I said this last game in the pregame too, every time their backs are against the wall, like every time you look at the Thunder and it's like, okay, this is the biggest opportunity or the biggest spot or the most pressure that the team is in, whether it's last year or this year, like every time you look at that moment and you're like, okay, this is where the Thunder really have to prove themselves. They just do it every time and they make it look so easy. I mean, SGA was on the bench last game laughing. Like, they're just having fun, man. So they're a very young but very mature group. They're very resilient. But I think the Spurs are the same thing. So I feel like the Spurs are going to come out here and leave it all on the line today. The question is, will it be enough? And will they be able to push this to 7? I think that could have major implications on the NBA Finals. And yeah, I think that if I'm the Thunder, I want to finish this up tonight. I want to wrap this up tonight. There was a quote from Kenny Atkinson after the Cavaliers got swept by the Knicks, and he said something like, the schedule wasn't really helpful to us, but the Cavaliers played 2 Game 7s back-to-back. So if you don't want another Game 7 and you don't want 2 days or 3 days of rest before the next series, then handle your business. Finish it off, handle business. So that's how I feel. That is how I feel. Ladies and gentlemen, last time the Western Conference Finals went to a 7-game series was in 2018. It was the infamous Rockets game where they missed 27 straight threes against Golden State. It's been a while. I feel like this series still has lived up to the hype. I feel like we're seeing a lot of great adjustments and just a lot of great basketball, but it's now or never. Who's going to leave it all on the line? That's how I feel. All right, man. We got 50 plus in the chat. Guys, I need y'all to hit that thumbs up button. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, get us to 100 likes so we can push this through the algo. We can continue to reach more NBA fans because we're reaching a ton of them right now. I'll tell you that on all platforms. Let's keep growing the family, man. Let's just keep growing this page and this platform and just this community, man. This is, and I've said this all year, man, but like, this is like the best community. I'll put it up against anybody. You guys rock with us every game, hang out, have fun. Let's do it, man. So get in the chat, go down below, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Spurs are a slight favorite in this game. My question to everybody out there tonight is, what do you think's going to happen? What do you think about this game tonight? Let's go to our final score predictions, and it is brought to you by Kalshi. Ladies and gentlemen, I need 4 predictions in the comments right now. Number 1, final score prediction. Number 2, which team gets the win? Number 3, who leads the game in points? And number 4, how many points will they have? So once again, 4 predictions in the comments right now. Drop it and say it right now or forever hold your peace. Who gets the win tonight? What will the final score be? Who will lead the game in points, and how many points will they have? Give me your thoughts in the chat. I'm going to give you my prediction on the other side, and I will read out some of the best. But before I do that, got to give a shout out to our great partners of the show over at Kalshi. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to check out Kalshi right now. Go to their site, download the app, because we are either 1 or 2 games away from the NBA Finals. And you can trade every single game of that series over on Kalshi. Kalshi is the largest prediction market. It is one of the first federally regulated financial exchanges dedicated to trading on the outcome of future events and is available in all 50 states right now. If you go to Kalshi, for example, the Thunder are trading at a 49% chance to win it all, meaning a $100 trade would pay out $205 if they take the title. Or you look at a team like the New York Knicks, who are already in the finals and have punched their ticket. They are trading at a 27% chance to win it all, meaning a $100 trade would pay out $371 if they take the title. You can check all the percentage odds over there on Kalshi, where you are trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position for a limited time. Download the Kalshi app, use the code PhillyTake, and get $10 when you trade 10. That's Kalshi, Kalshi, trade on anything. And once again, use code PhillyTake, 18 plus only, restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory. All right, man. Speaking of predictions, let's get back to it. What is your final predictions? What is your final prediction in this game? I am going to say that it's going to be a battle. And I know I keep saying this every single game, and I've been wrong for the last 5 games. But something tells me we are bound to get another thriller. We are bound to get one of those down to the last 3 minutes, possession for possession, tit for tat type of game. That's what I need, man. I need another one of those. Maybe not a double OT, but I'll take a back and forth game down to the end. And I'll tell you what, man. My heart is telling me that the OKC Thunder are going to do it again and are going to punch their ticket, because the OKC Thunder are a juggernaut, to put it simply. And they've been here. They've been in these moments. They know what it's like. I think the Thunder, in my heart, I'm like, okay, like, I feel for this team. They are, in the midst of a dynasty, and they're going to need the rest. So that's what my heart is telling me. But when I come up here, my head is telling me that none of this series makes any sense. And my head is telling me, despite last game where Victor Wembanyama literally played like he didn't give a crap the entire game, maybe they're going to inject him with whatever, or he took a 2-day nap. I don't know what he did. But my head's telling me that this makes no sense. Go against what you actually think. So I am going to pick the San Antonio Spurs to win this game and to force a Game 7 on Saturday. I can't tell you why. I don't know how. But I just think it's going to be another one of those games where we're like, what is OKC doing at the end? Or like, what happened? And I think Wemby probably watched the film for a day straight and is probably disappointed in himself. So I think he's going to come out and have another one of those insane masterpiece games. I'm going to say Wemby drops 36. Give me 15 boards, 7 assists, and like 5 or 6 blocks. So I'm going to say Wemby drops 36, and the Spurs are going to win this game by a final score of 112 to 105. 112 to 105 is my final score. San Antonio wins it and pushes it to a Game 7. And Victor Wembanyama goes nuclear for 36, 15, 7, and 5. That was a long-winded way of saying that I think the Spurs are going to win. But anyway, that's how I feel, man. Like I said, my heart's telling me the Thunder, my head's telling me the Spurs. What do you guys think? Final predictions in the chat. Once again, brought to you by Kalshi. We got a ton of people in here. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let's see. We got Clint in the chat. Clint, what's going on, brother? Good to see you here, man. Spurs win 117-112. Wemby with 31. Doughboy says they're going to give it to the Floppers in 7. John says Spurs are going to win tonight. Busy B is picking the Spurs 121-109. Spurs tie it up 3-3. Let's go. Could we get a big game 7? That would be insane, ladies and gentlemen. Who else we got up in here? Don Boyle, what's up? He's also picking the Spurs. He says 114-109. Wemby with 33. Pretty close, man. We're pretty close. John says Spurs get the win 127-107. Wemby with the most points. Wemby with 41 tonight. I love how John numbered out the predictions as I asked them. That is amazing. Shout out to John. Guys, what do you think, man? Drop those final predictions in the chat. Drop your takes. How do you feel? Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. I want to wake up everybody. I want to wake up the damn neighbors. Neighbors are pissing me off right now, man. Let's piss them off. Get us to 100 likes. Let's keep it going. And shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the members as well. Shout out to the members as well. Let's go, man. Let's go. Shall we drop the beat? Why not? And then we're going to talk about the New York Knicks and the news that they just got. Let's go. Pump the music into my veins, man. I mean, what better place is there to be on May 28th than with RB in the community watching the NBA playoff game day live show. Game number 6, Thunder and Spurs. Let's go. Come on, man. Pump it into my veins. I need the chat to get me going tonight, man. I need y'all to bring the energy. Let's go. Let's go. Will Jared McCain get to the NBA Finals? You know it was coming. You knew it was coming, man. Is J-Mac going to the NBA Finals? What do you guys think, man? Roadrunner says, remember it, I'm taking receipts from y'all doubting the guys. Hey, man, I'm just giving my prediction, bro. I'm giving my prediction. I have no horse in the race here. I'm just giving my thoughts. That's what I do every game. People agree with it. They disagree with it. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. But, yeah, man, we will see. We shall see what happens. I am looking forward to this game. Yeah. See if we got an update on the injury report. Then we're going to talk about the New York Knicks. Jalen Williams still listed as questionable right now in the latest report. So we'll see. Shout out to y'all in the chat. We got a $2 super chat from my guy, Duncan Wright. Duncan! Long time no see for the Fire Take Goat. What's up, brother? He says, hey, take receipts, take vid. Spurs got this, brothers. Duncan is responding to Roadrunner. He said, take your receipts down, write them on a piece of paper, crumble it up, and throw it in the trash can. Let's go. Guys, be respectful in the chat. Let's keep it cool, man. Great community here. A lot of people tapping in, supporting different teams from different places. Let's keep it respectful. No spamming, no spoiling the game. All right. Guys, we just got an update too, man. We just got breaking news literally 2 seconds ago. 2 seconds ago, we just got breaking news. Guys, sound the sirens, man. Sound the sirens. Breaking news, man. We just got a shams bomb. Like I said, anytime I say something, the opposite happens. According to Shams Charania, 2 seconds ago, Oklahoma City star Jalen Williams is now available for the Thunder in Game 6 after missing the last 3 games with a re-aggravated hamstring strain. Jalen Williams is back! Ladies and gentlemen, it's over. Look, man, I just talked for like 20 minutes about how the Thunder are struggling to have 2 of their top scorers out. There was no way I thought Jalen Williams was coming back. I'll tell you this, the Thunder better be very cautious. The Thunder better be very cautious and make sure that Jalen Williams is okay, because we saw this with a couple people before. We've seen it with Anunoby. Like, they better hope he's all right, man. Maybe they're just using him as a decoy. We'll see. Is he good to go? Is his conditioning there? I guess we'll wait and find out. But that definitely throws a wrinkle in, because now with another versatile scorer, yeah, the Spurs have their hands full. Am I going to change my prediction? Probably not, because I just made it. And because, like I said, even whatever I think happens in this series, the opposite usually happens anyway. So I'm going to stick with my original prediction, 112-105 Spurs. I would love to see a Game 7. But anyway, now we have a new wrinkle in there as well. So does that change your prediction? Let me know in the chat. That is crazy that they just waited to announce that like 2 minutes before the game. What do you guys think, man? Real quick, I want to talk about the New York Knicks. If you guys did not see the update, I think it was like an hour ago or 2 hours ago, we get a breaking news Shams bomb from Shams as well. New York Knicks center Mitchell Robinson has suffered a broken right pinky finger. There is no timetable on his return. So yeah, Mitchell Robinson is apparently out with no timetable. I don't know if he's going to be able to play through the broken pinky. I mean, that's pretty painful. But that came out of nowhere as well. So that definitely affects the NBA Finals. Obviously, Mitchell Robinson can't shoot a free throw, but, you know, they're losing a backup center and they're losing rebounding and the double big lineup. So Mitchell Robinson being out, I mean, that really hurts the New York Knicks. And yeah, man, just another crazy injury. I know it's the NBA Finals, so I feel like maybe he'll try to play with it, but I don't know. We'll see. Paul George wouldn't. Here's Jared McCain. Is Jared McCain going to start again? His first playoff start the other night. He had 18 points in the second half, finished with 24. We'll see. All right, yeah, McCain's going to start. So it's going to be SGA, Jared McCain, Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Hartenstein for the OKC Thunder. And I'm assuming the Spurs will keep their same starting lineup of De'Aaron Fox and Devin Vassell and Julian Champagnie and Stephon Castle and Victor Wembanyama. Beer Batter Gummy Shark, what's going on? If Wemby doesn't get in the paint and catch lobs, he's wasting his talent. Hanging out at the three-point line is a waste, same as Embiid. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why he did that in Game 5. He did it all game long like he was tired and that he had no energy. So, I don't know, man. We will see. We will see. That is my main key tonight. Like, Wemby's really got to go nuclear. If not, I think that the Spurs are cooked. Nonetheless, I think this is a really good lesson for them either way, but we'll see. Guys, one more time, I want to let y'all know that we are continuing to drop content. We dropped the video earlier today. Make sure you check that out. We have been dibble-dabbling into other content as well, so make sure you go on over and follow all of our social medias. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go. Get these likes up, man. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome in. We call these games all year long. And, yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun. We also got new NBA draft lottery rules. You guys want to talk about that at some point tonight? I actually haven't read up on everything yet, but I did read like the main rules, and I am very, very indifferent about it. There's things I like, there's things I don't like. So I'm kind of like smack dead in the middle right now, but I'd have to read up more and understand everything. But what do you guys think, man? I want to hear from the chat tonight. This is a big game. Let's have some fun. Let's hang out and watch it, and let's go, man. Let's do it. The new NBA draft lottery could definitely have implications on the Sixers, I'll tell you that. Maxey played with an injured pinky and nobody cared. Well, Maxey had a tendon injury, which is a little bit different than a broken pinky, but I hear you. Busy B says, what is with pinkies? Yeah, I agree. Everybody's got a pinky injury. So maybe one of the biggest games for both of these eras so far for the Spurs and the Thunder. Definitely for the Spurs. I mean, this is the biggest game of Wemby's career. I said that 2 games ago, and he showed up. So we'll see if he can tonight. Or can the Thunder punch their ticket to the NBA Finals? We shall see. We shall see. Jalen Williams has missed the last 3 games with the hamstring. He's averaging 17.8 points per game in the playoffs. He's only played in 4 playoff games. But J-Dub is back. I don't believe he will be... Yeah, I didn't say he was starting, right? I don't think he's starting, so... He'll be coming off the bench. Probably on a minute restriction. See how much he plays. Alrighty, here we go, man. Let's go. Come on, guys. Get me fired up, man. Get me fired up. Drop some fires in here, man. Let's go. Let's go, chat. I need y'all to wake up too, man. Don't be like the Spurs last game in the 4th quarter. Wake up, all right? Come on. Come on. Let's go. Get those emojis flowing. Get the fires in the chat. We're going to give you the game call, the analysis, and a bunch more. We'll get everything situated here. No worries. And we'll get it rocking and rolling. All right, man. Spurs win the tip-off. Let's go. Why is my thing frozen? All right, here we go. Castle going to drive and kick. Champagny for 3. It's good. Spurs right off the bat. Julian Champagny, 13 points in the first quarter in game number 5. He cooled down the rest of the game, but here's Jared McCain, who was cooking also in game 5. Chet Holmgren off the dribble, going to turn, spin, find McCain. McCain going downhill, trying to get separation. McCain on the baseline, finds Hartenstein. The push shot, it goes! Hartenstein has been money on the push shot all series long. Here's De'Aaron Fox, guarded by Jared McCain. Fox going to kick to Castle. Castle at the top, guarded by Lou Dort. Castle crosses, finds Wemby. Wemby chops a 3. It's money. Spurs lead at 6-2. They're on fire already. They are on fire already. Here's SGA. Going to turn and spin. SGA finds McCain. McCain going to dribble, drive, spin. McCain all the way. Blocked by Wemby. Thunder get it back. Second attempt. Holmgren the 3. It's off. Thunder tap it away out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs basketball. And once again, here they go. Another completely drastically different start to the series. Wemby a 3. Cha-ching! Wemby said, screw the paint. I'm going to become Klay Thompson here in game 6.
He's on fire!
Timeout Thunder. 1.5 minutes into the game, Mark Daignault said, whoa, 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 whoa. He says, slow it down here real quick. Slow it down. I have a real question for y'all, man. How the heck do you stop a 3-point shot from like 10 feet in the air? You can't block it. It's literally unblockable. You would need 10 step stools to get up to Wemby's apex. Now, overall, do I think Wemby is going to turn into Clay the entire night? No. I think he's going to have to establish himself inside. But 2 threes off the bat, I mean, what did I say? Wemby's got to go nuclear, right? And he has already started that. He has already started it. Who do you guys want to see in the finals? Would you rather see the Thunder or the Spurs? What do you guys think? I think that was a really smart timeout by Mark Daigneault just to go right off the bat and calm his guys down and say, look, we have to do this. We have to do that. Let's not let Wemby get 25 in the first quarter. I thought that was a really good timeout there. Like I said, man, this series is unpredictable. We just don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. You can't. There were things you could do before to make them uncomfortable shooting that you can't even do anymore. Who are we talking about? The Spurs or the Thunder? There's definitely things you can do to make them uncomfortable, but you're not going to win when Wemby's shooting threes from 40 feet away. I mean, it's just, you know, you got to get physical with them in the paint. RB, if the Sixers move off Joel, I might stop caring. Well, I hear you, man, but that's a whole different story. That's a whole separate story. Like I said, guys, and not to like just ignore your comment, but I made a video today talking about my thoughts on the Sixers off season. I tried to put together like an off season plan, but the Sixers are in a tough spot, man. So I talked about that today. Check it out. I'm tired of talking about the Sixers right now, to be honest with you, and it is my job and I love it. But at the same time, there's just nothing else I can say until they hire a GM. People are asking me for the answers. I don't have the answers. I just cover the team, but I don't know, man. I really don't. And now with the NBA draft lottery rules changing, I don't know if you guys want to get into that or not, but you know, the Clippers 2028 first round unprotected pick, that could be screwed up. The 2029 pick swap in the first round, that could be screwed up. Like I said, there's some things I like about the new rules, but there's also some things that I really don't like. So I don't know if the NBA got it right with the new rules. You know my rule change. There's a 3-ball from the corner, Lou Dort, and he drills it right out of the timeout. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Here come the San Antonio Spurs. Here is Stephon Castle driving downhill. He dribbles in, accelerates, goes up, lays it through. Stephon Castle gets it to go. Spurs lead at 11-5. SGA finds Hartenstein. He floats it up. Another push shot, and it goes. Yo, Hartenstein low-key cooks with that push shot, man. It's unstoppable. Here's Wemby at the logo. You got to guard him out at the logo because he might pull up a 3 like he did, I think it was game 2 or 3 from half court. Here's Wemby. Wemby against Lou Dort. Wemby trying to post him up, kicks it out. Here's Vassell, contested 3. That is short. Hartenstein has it. Here come the Thunder. SGA up the floor, coming around a screen. SGA working, weaving, finds Holmgren. Holmgren past Castle, drives in, tried to find Hartenstein. He does, down low, floats it up, can't get it to go. Nice defense by Wemby. Here come the Spurs. Fox, Vassell, Champagny, corner 3. It's short. Holmgren the rebound. Here come the Thunder. I feel like Spurs fans are a little too calm for my liking. This is game 6. Y'all need to be up right now. Y'all should be on your feet. Lou Dort to Chet. Chet on the wing. Dribbles the left hand. Finds Dort. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Drop a 1 if you can hear me, man. My apologies. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Drop a 1, man. SGA floats it up, gets it to go. We didn't miss much. My bad, guys. Something's up with my computer, man. It's the second time that happened. That's what happened last week. Just crashed out of nowhere. Spurs miss a 3. Thunder have it. Here comes Jared McCain, dribbling, driving downhill. Lost it. Spurs come away. Wemby up the floor. Castle finds Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Goes up. Lost it. Castle missed it, but he's fouled. All right, let's get this back up, man. Sorry. I got to check what's going on there. Unfortunately, you got to be your own IT guy sometimes, man. Let's see. There we go. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. It's all good. We got it fixed. We got it back up and going. We're all good. There we go. I think. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I don't know what happened there, but anyway, we are back. We should be good. Free throw going to be missed. Sorry, I'll update you all in 1 second. Just trying to get everything back up here. All right. That was so weird. All right, here we go. 14-9 is the score. Here's SGA. He's going to drive, step back for 3. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. What a shot. What a shot by SGA. Wemby lost it. Here come the Thunder. SGA, J. Will, Caruso in for the first time. A 3. That's off. Trying to get the box score up here, man. My bad. I will get back to the comments in a few. Here's SGA going to find Chet. Chet guarded by Keldon Johnson in for the first time. Here's SGA guarded by Vassell. Lou Dort in the corner. Dribbles, drives, pulls up. Lou Dort, mid-range, no good. Here come the San Antonio Spurs. Dort pokes it away. Picked Wemby's pocket. Dort all the way. Slams it in transition. Wow, what a freaking play, man. What a play. Guys, we got 140 people in here. Get us to 100 likes, man. Can we get to 100? Hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. Here's Dylan Harper in for the first time. Going to find Castle. Elimination game. There's Stefan Castle. Going to kick it over to Vassell. Now it's Wemby. Here's Castle going to launch a 3. That one comes up just short. 5 minutes to go here in the first. We've got a whistle on somebody. Mitch Johnson's yelling at somebody, or maybe they changed the 3 to a 2, something like that. Looks like SGA's foot was on the line. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being patient with me. Let's go, chat. Get us to 100 likes, man. Thank you for being here in the show. Get active in the comments. Drop some of the emojis, man. Drop the emojis. SGA turns it over, tried to lead Alex Caruso, and he threw it out of bounds. So now it's going to be Spurs basketball. 14-13. Here comes Luke Cornett in for the first time. Castle coming around a high screen. Dort falls to the ground. Castle kicks. Vassell contested triple. It's good. Kevin Vassell on the board. Here comes Caruso. Dumps to Dort. Dort trying to answer. He cannot. Chet tracks down the board. He drives and spins. The midi fade. He's fouled by Keldon Johnson. Chet is going to the line for 2. I'm not seeing enough colorfulness in the chat. I'm not seeing enough emojis. Let's go. Let's get these emojis in here, man. Let's go. Hoping they just let them play tonight, man. I'm hoping they let them play tonight. First one good at the line for Chet. Interesting start to the game. I feel like Wemby, you know, after those 2 back-to-back threes, I feel like they just went away from him after that timeout. But yeah, a couple bad turnovers. I don't know. I just feel like the Spurs crowd is a little bit dead right now, and I just feel like they're playing a little bit nonchalant. Just a little bit. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here's Vassell for another 3. It is good. Chet made both free throws, but the Spurs answer right back with a trifecta. Here comes OKC. SGA guarded by Stephon Castle, coming around a screen. Dishes it off to Chet. He's cutting. He's rolling. Poked away by Castle. He said, give me your lunch money. John Monroe in the chat. What's up, John? John, good to see you in here, man. Shout out to the members, man. Clint, what's going on, bro? Prass says, if I'm a Spurs player and I'm taking a foul, someone has to hit the deck hard, not going to the free throw line on a breath by foul. Yo, I mean, I hear you, man. I don't want to see those either. They should let them play, man. 5-point game. Hartenstein in with SGA, Case and Wallace for the first time, and Jalen Williams has come in for the first time. Jalen Williams returning after missing 3 games. He's played a total of 4 games in the postseason. SGA pull up midi, can't get it to go. Vassell and Fox.
Yes, sir.
There's De'Aaron Fox going to find Devin Vassell. Vassell down low, had it poked. Cornette kicks it out. Keldon Johnson, top of the arc 3. It's good. The Spurs go back to back to back. 8-point game. Here come the Thunder. Caruso the drive, lays it high off the window, and it sinks. 6-point game. Here's Keldon Johnson, gonna dribble, gonna drive. Cason Wallace says, give me that. Wallace running the floor now, 3-on-4. He dumps to Hartenstein. Hartenstein to J-Dub, to Caruso, now SGA at the top, guarded by Johnson. The turn and spin, the cross, the hezzy, the drive, the pull-up, and can't get it. Nice try, but just missed. Here is Harper down the other end. Wallace takes it away again. Cason Wallace making his impact felt. SGA coast to coast. He misses the layup. Spurs get it back again. Harper wants another 3. It's good.
He's on fire.
The San Antonio Spurs can't stop raining 3s. They're on a 9-2 run. J-Dub down the hill. He floats one up. Way off, but he's fouled. $15 super chat from TJ Hogue. TJ! TJ in the chat, man. What's up, my man? Good to see you in here. He says, been a while, man. Yes, sir. I'm going to drop it for you, bro.
Yes,
I'm going to drop it for you.
Sir.
Yes, sir. We're not even at a hundo yet, but for you, man, diehard channel member, appreciate you, man. Guys, we got 130 people in the chat. Get us to 100 likes so we can push this into the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button. Follow us on all platforms. We've been posting a ton of content. It's really opened my eyes, man. It's really opened my eyes, you know, being able to talk about some of these other games and seeing that people really enjoy it and that they really like even when I cover some other games. It really opens my eyes for next year, you know, and to just, you know, think about the future. But listen, man, we're trying to build an amazing community. So let's go, man. Let's go. What's up? John Monroe dropping the fires in the chat. Estelle says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's 9 o'clock Eastern, man. What's up? Where's everybody tapping in from tonight, man? Estelle will lead me right into my segment. That's why I love you guys, man. You guys lead me right in, man. Great segue. Let's go. Drop the spot in the chat. Drop it in the chat, man. I want to know where you guys are tuning in from tonight. Drop your states, cities, towns, countries. Where's everybody locked in from watching the show tonight? Let's see. Wallace is a dog. What else? Estelle, what's up? Claude is said you soft. What does that even mean, man? I don't know what that means. Why is my thing doing this, bro? Go back here. Thing is bugging right now. Anyway, if y'all can hear me, man, let me know where you're tapping in from. Let me know where y'all are tapping in from. See if I can pull the chat out again. What the heck, bro? All right. Let's see. Are we here, man? All right, we should be good. Dude, I don't know why this is bugging like this. Hopefully y'all can hear me in the chat, man. We should be good. This is what the neighbors are doing, man, because y'all haven't hit the like button, man. Let's go. Drop the spots in the chat. Drop the spots in the chat, man. All right, let me pull the chat back up. I got to see what's going on here, man. It's all good. All right. Make sure we're live still. Make sure I'm not losing my mind right now. Should be good, I think. All right. Second free throw is good, 26-18. Sorry, I'm going to read your spots out in a second. Here's De'Aaron Fox, guarded by SGA. De'Aaron Fox, going to dribble and spin to his left. He accelerates, steps back. Fox, fade away, can't get it. Cornette, fouled. I think my PC started bugging because somebody dropped a stupid comment and I read it. That was their way of telling me to stop reading dumb comments. All right, we got, let's see. Indiana in the chat. OKC in the chat. Columbus, Ohio in the chat. ATL, Palisade Park, NJ, Bear, Delaware. Clint says you do a great job every time, RB. We're lucky to have you. You're the man, Clint. Appreciate you, bro. Harper puts it up. Hits the midi. 28-18. The Spurs are absolutely cooking right now. There's Kaysen Wallace, guarded by Champagne. He finds Hartenstein. Hartenstein going to turn, give it off to SGA. He drives, floats it up. The pick and roll, alley-oop, work to perfection. Hartenstein slams it down with force. Here is Champagne. He kicks it over to Dylan Harper. Harper guarded by Kaysen Wallace. Harper coming around a high screen, working on SGA. Kicks back to Champagne. The jab. The left-hand dribble. No look dime. Here's Keldon Johnson. Keldon goes up, floats it in. We got Arkansas in the chat. Yardley, PA in the house. Indiana. Port Richmond. Who else? Northeast Philly. Cornwall. Let's go. Dover in the chat. Orlando in the chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for dropping your spots. Keep dropping them. SGA turnaround fadeaway. That is bread and butter. That is money. See if I can get the dang scoreboard up here again, man. There we go. Fox floats it up. Cornette could not tip it in. It rolled along the railing. Thunder have it. Here's Alex Caruso. 1 minute to go. Caruso steps back, finds Jalen Williams. Williams guarded by De'Aaron Fox. Williams with the left hand, dribbling. Lost it, and it's poked away out of bounds. Williams could not hold on. It's going to go back to San Antonio. And they are absolutely dominating this game so far. Let's go, chat. Drop some fires in the chat. Thanks to you, I love following the NBA Again commentary. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Much love, man. Much love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here are the Spurs. Ball's on the ground. They're fighting for it. They're scrapping for it. Kenrick Williams in for the first time. It's going to be a jump ball, I believe. Harrison Barnes came in for the first time. They're having a few words. We got 74 likes in the chat. Can we get to 100? Can we get to 100, man? Let's go. Let's go. Get us there right now. Jump ball is won by the Spurs. Here's Wemby. 8-7, step back. Got it! 8 threes in the first quarter for the San Antonio Spurs. SGA trying to answer. He cannot. Fox gets hit in the face. It's a foul on Hartenstein. You see what I'm saying, man? You see what I'm saying, guys? This series is so unpredictable. You just cannot predict what is going to happen. Who could have predicted Victor Wembanyama turning into Klay Thompson in the first quarter? Bruh. 33-22. Stephon Castle guarded by Kenrick Williams. 15 seconds to go. Castle going to find Barnes. Barnes to the corner. Fox is wide open for three, and he almost airballed. He overshot the rim. Spurs get it back. Castle, dribble, pull up. Got it at the buzzer. 0.5 of a second left. He got it at the shot clock buzzer. And that is going to do it for quarter number one. The Spurs come back fighting. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, man. What a freaking quarter. What a quarter, man. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is the end of the first quarter here on the Playoff Game Day Live Show. The Spurs have 8 threes in the first. Absolute domination. Can the Thunder respond? We will see on the flip side, but it is the end of the first quarter, which means it is time for our favorite segment, NBA Scholars Trivia, presented by our great partners at National University. Check them out. Click their link down below. All right, man, you know the drill. Bragging rights in the chat. Dom's gotten it 3 times in a row. We'll see if he can make it 4. Only one guess permitted. I will say the question and then I will type it in the chat. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, get those keyboards ready. The Scholars Trivia question of the night is the following. Which player has the most steals in NBA history? Which player has the most steals in NBA history? Someone's got to know this, man, without looking it up. Somebody's got to know. Get those guesses in the chat, man. 30 seconds on the clock. Who has the most steals in NBA history? Which player was it? Drop your guesses. Let's go. Let's go. Once again, shout out to our great partners over at NU. My real NBA heads should know this one, man. Y'all should know this one. Who has the most steals in NBA history? 15 more seconds. Let's go. Get a guess in right now. Get a guess in. The number of steals that this player has is 3,265. That is a lot of steals, man. And I believe like 19 seasons. I mean, holy smokes, man. He's got what, like a 500 steal lead? It's crazy. Crazy. Let's go. 5 more seconds, man. 5 more seconds. All right, man. Time to go back to the chat. Let's do it. So, the NBA Scholars trivia question is, which player in NBA history has the most steals? 3,265 steals by a landslide. It is the NBA Hall of Famer, John Stockton. And the first 2 people to get it side by side on my screen, Vincent James and Busy B. Shout out to them, man. Vincent and Busy got it. John Stockton, my real NBA heads know. Shout out to everybody for playing NBA Scholars Trivia tonight here on the Game Day Live show. We start quarter 2. Jared McCain goes downhill, steps back over Wemby. Couldn't get the shot to fall, left it a tad short. Thunder need some answers, and they need them quick. They need to fire away quickly because Wemby is doing it again as he lays it up with the left and in. Here's Alex Caruso going to find Chet, cutting to the rim, turns, spins, Chet double teamed. Cason Wallace was phenomenal in the first quarter. Caruso going to dribble, drive, weave his way to the rim, goes right up and in. Caruso has been awesome in this series. They're going to need more shooting out of Caruso tonight. Shout out to Vincent and shout out to Busy. Bragging rights for you guys. We got a foul on Alex Caruso now. Let's go. I need to see the chat get going, man. I need y'all to get going, man. Let's go. Who we got up in here? Someone said Thibault. Shout out Matisse, man. Shout out Matisse. 37-24 is the score. Fox kicks it. Castle the pump fake. The drive and the kick. Fox up top. 3 on the shot clock. He launches it from deep. It's in and out. Cason Wallace comes away with it. Here come the Thunder running in transition. McCain for 3. Cha-ching! J-Mac. Wemby on the other side. He can't get a 3. Castle wanted a foul on the rebound. No call. Thunder with a 5-on-4. Chet drives downhill. Chet out to McCain. McCain dribbles in. Left hand. Hezzy. Back to Wallace. Wallace dribbles, drives, floats it up. He's blocked at the rim. Spurs with phenomenal defense. Castle the cross. The drive. The float. And he is fouled this time. Stefan Castle going to the stripe for 2. Yeah, Stockton has the most steals and the most assists as well. You are correct. John Stockton. What a guy, man. Played his whole career on one team. 140 people in the chat. We need 20 more likes. Get us to 100. Guys, we are giving you all this coverage as extended postseason coverage. We're doing these for y'all, man. We're having fun. We're hanging out. Shout out to the members and the mods and the community. First one, go to the line for Castle. Let's go. How are we feeling, man? How are we feeling about the offseason? How are we feeling about the playoffs, the draft coming up, the free agency? Let's go. Talk to your boy, man. Talk to your boy. 38-27. Here's the second one coming up for Stefan Castle. And the second is good. Here's Alex Caruso now getting pressured full court. Castle up to 7-5. Caruso floats one up, way off balance. Tried to draw the foul. They didn't call it. Here's the Spurs the other way. Castle with the reverse. He missed everything. He goes tumbling out of bounds. McCain finds Jay Will. Jay Will in the corner. Plunks an open three, and Chet gets it back, floats it in. Wallace got pushed that time. Looks like both teams are just pushing people now. I feel like it's getting a little bit chippy. Here's Stephon Castle coming around a screen from Wemby. Dribbles and kicks. Harper up to Champagnie. Champagnie tries to beat Caruso off the dribble. Now Wemby up top. Wemby against Jay Will, and he was bumped and fouled by Jalen Williams. Number 2, that is. Let's go, chat. Welcome on in, man. 150 people in here. Thanks for being here. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Let's go. Let's push it through the algorithm, man. Here's Dylan Harper. Crossover. Step back. Harper knocks it down. The San Antonio Spurs are making it rain. I wonder what their most threes in a game is. They're 9 for 17 right now. McCain stopped in his dribble. He's got nowhere to go. Here's Chet on the baseline. Chet finds Wallace. What a find and an easy layup. Much needed bucket for OKC. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's going to be for San Antonio. It is a 42-31 game. Yeah, I mean, you just can't predict it, man. You don't know what's going to happen in this series. You really do not know. You really don't know, man. Like I said, nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense with this series anymore. I wish we would have a couple more cardiac games. I can't believe I'm saying that, but yeah, I really do wish that we had some more cardiac games. I feel like after game 1, which was absurd, like everything's just been a blowout. But yeah. Chat, how are we feeling, man? Can we get to 100, man? I want to get to 100 so I can wake up my neighbors. Neighbors have been very rude to me this week. So I'd like to piss them off. Estelle says, can you imagine having 2 players on the team with the same first and last name? It is crazy, man. And you want to know what's even crazier? If I'm not mistaken, they were in the same draft. How do you do, like, that's some sicko stuff right there, man. Who does that? Jalen Williams, the first one, J-Dub, 2022, 12th overall pick out of Santa Clara. And then the second one, the other Jalen Williams, 2022, second round pick, number 34, Arkansas. How do you pick 2 guys in the same draft with the same name? Do you know how much those admins must have struggled on that night? The Thunder social media team, do you know how hard their job must have been that night? People were like, no, Jalen Williams. They're like, we are talking about Jalen Williams. We just posted them. They're like, no, the other Jalen Williams. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy. It would be funny if they had the same spelling of their name, because then you could just, like, I don't know, throw one of them in and say you meant to put the other one in. It's crazy, man. Good thing they're both not starters next to each other. That'd be pretty wild as well. Estelle says, prediction, tonight's X Factor is De'Aaron Fox. Estelle, you're a little late on the X Factor prediction. We're already halfway into the second quarter. Need to stop the turnovers. Spurs, his time to obligation. They are getting a little bit reckless, but I think they're okay for now. They're all right, so we'll see. We shall see. Let's see. it should be against the rules. It really should. It really should. Yeah, whoever just unsubbed is a fraud, by the way. Get us back to 55-1, man. 20 to 8 points in the paint for OKC. Spurs only have 8 points in the paint. Here we go. 11-point game. Here's Stephon Castle. He's going to dribble in, crossover, step back. Castle, mid-range. It's short. Here come the Thunder. McCain up the floor. McCain going to turn and spin. McCain downhill. Drives, floats. McCain got it to go. All right, J Mac. All right, J Mac attack. Castle going to find Champagny. Champagny going to turn, spin, and kick. Here's Stephon Castle crossing over, dribbling, and kicks out. Harper drives in. Harper puts a shoulder down, floats it up, and gets it to go. The Spurs are on fire, man. They just can't stop scoring. They can't stop. Here's a shot from Wallace. Wallace gets one on the other end. Harper going to hand it off to Stephon Castle. Here's Stephon Castle. McCain left him. Wallace now on Castle. That's a great defensive matchup. Champagny a step back. He's blocked by Chet. The Spurs are getting way too one-dimensional. Chet turns, floats it up, and he gets it to go. Harper going to find Vassell. Vassell chops a three. Oh my gosh, man. Dude, the Spurs are going absurd right now. Williams a three on the other end. That's the second Williams. It's going to be hard if both of them play at the same time. Here's Castle, kicks it back. Harper now, Castle. Castle wants a three. That one is finally a miss. Here come the Thunder. Chet going to turn and spin. Here's Jalen Williams, number 2. Kicks it out. Cason Wallace, another one. And it bounces in and falls through. Cason Wallace has been one of the X factors tonight. Castle at the top, working against Chet. And he was bumped and fouled. $2 super chat time to obligation. Thank you so much. He says, are your neighbors really bad, or is it just the motto? I'm not a fan of the neighbors, man. I've made that very clear. Neighbors they have a lot of ups and downs, man. And they definitely don't like that we're screaming at night. But hey, we do it for the show, man. Let's go. Can't take the Philly take out of Philly take with RB, man. Shout out to the community. Here's Dylan Harper guarded by SGA coming around a double screen. Harper dribbling downhill. He drives, goes up, and knocks it through. The Thunder have been like Swiss cheese tonight. What are they doing? What are they doing? SGA going to dribble, step back, finds Hartenstein, floats one up, can't get it. Wemby up to Fox now. Fox crossing over, dribbles, turns, spins, and kicks. Here's Dylan Harper. Harper in the paint, turns and spins. Wemby, pump fakes, drives, floats it up, and he gets it to go. The Spurs are unconscious right now. The Spurs are actually cooking right now, man. Holy smokes. They got 51 points already. They have 51 points in the second quarter. Unbelievable. So the Spurs are on fire, man. Spurs are on fire. Can we get some fires in the chat, man? Can we get some fires in the chat? Smiley says a former Sixer will get a ring regardless. That is a fact. It's actually a really good point. Smiley, what's going on, man? Long time no see. We got Electric Feel in the chat. We got time in the chat. Busy in the chat. What else we got up in here? Tom says, I have elderly neighbors. I don't mind them. I help them out. Hey, I try to help my neighbors out, but, you know, they have their ups and downs. Guess I'm going to have to soundproof the wall eventually. Haven't got there yet, though. Who knows, man? Who knows? But anyway, shout out to y'all, man. We need 8 more likes. 160 people in the chat. Welcome in. Game day live show here in the NBA playoffs. Game number 6, Spurs and Thunder. Who is going to get the W? Will we have a game 7 on Saturday night, or will the Thunder clinch a spot back-to-back in the NBA Finals? Like I said, Mitchell Robinson is now out with a broken pinky. AJ Mitchell remains out, but Jalen Williams is back. So a lot of injury implications going on here. Guys, give me 1 second. Be right back. 10 seconds. Sorry, guys. My bad. We're back. Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. When are you going to do the draft? When am I going to do draft coverage? Probably in a couple weeks. Still looking through draft stuff. I just, you know, been doing a lot of different things with the coverage. And like I said, we're kind of going through like our off-season preview stuff right now, but draft is going to be interesting. I just want to see who gets hired as the next Sixers executive, really. Here's Lou Dort for 3 out of the timeout, misses it. Carter Bryant comes in for the first time. Here are the Spurs. Wemby going to hand it off. Now he fakes it, pulls up a mid-range. Wemby gets the bounce. 53-41. Yo, the Spurs, man. Holy smokes. They're not missing anything. Here's SGA, guarded by Vassell. He drives and kicks. Jalen Williams, the pump fake. Now this is Jalen Williams, number 1. Oh, they're on the floor at the same time. Jalen Williams, number 2, gets it to go. This should not be allowed, man. This is like an announcer's worst nightmare. I got 2 Jalen Williams on the floor right now. How am I supposed to differentiate? Wemby, pull up mid-range, in and out. Lou Dort the rebound. Don't pass it to one Jalen Williams. It's like thing 1, thing 2. SGA with the left finds Wallace out to Lou Dort. Dort for 3 off the back iron. Here come the Thunder, man. They're closing the gap. Here's Fox downhill and kicks. Wemby another 3. Yo, what is good with Victor Wembanyama, man? We have to ask the question at this point. We have to. Is Wemby okay? Why is he shooting only 3s? Jay Will going to hand it off to Jay Will. Take one of them off the floor, man. Somebody tell Wemby's big butt to get in the paint, man. Here's SGA coming around a Caruso screen. He steps back. Contested 3-ball way off the mark. It's a shot clock violation. Going the other way now. It's a 10-point game. We need one more like. Get us to a hundo. Let's go. Here's Stephon Castle with the rock. Castle's got 7 and 5 on the night. He dribbles. He finds the corner. Carter Bryant a 3. Too much. Spurs trying to get the board, and they could not. So it's going to belong to the Thunder. Lou Dort just got pushed by Stephon Castle again. Spurs going to press a little bit. Here's Alex Caruso. It's Caruso, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort, and SGA. Caruso to Jalen Williams, number 2. SGA. And Jalen Williams, number 2, gets bumped and fouled. We got 100 likes. Let's go. It's about time, man. Drop the yes sirs in the chat, man. Shall we wake up the neighbors? Shall we piss them off? Let's go. Let's go. Here's Jalen Williams, number 2. SGA at the top, guarded by Carter Bryant. SGA, a step back contested 3. It's in and out. Wemby tries to get the board. Fox has it. Here come the Spurs. Fox up the floor. Stephon Castle in transition. Carter Bryant from the corner drives and tomahawks it with the two-handed flush. Carter Bryant throws one down, almost brings the roof down. 55-43. Caruso Euro step. He gives it back to Dort. Dort into Chet. Chet goes up. It was blocked by Vassell. Vassell's jawing with him. He's getting right in his face. Now it's getting trippy, baby. They're exchanging words. Oh, yeah, this is getting heated, man. This is getting heated. Woo! These dudes are fired up right now, man. This is what we've been waiting to see, man. They might be young, but they're ferocious. Let's go. Let's go. What a block by Vassell. And he shoved him at the end of it. He shoved Chet at the end of it, got in his face. Chet said, yo, you know I'm a champion, right? He didn't say that, but that's how he was looking. That's the type of energy that you need in this type of game, man. You got to be fired up. Yo, Vassell's all over Chet. No whistle at all. Jalen Williams going to find SGA. Here's SGA, guarded by Carter Bryant. 1-on-1. He steps back, gets him to bite, kicks it out. Caruso contested 3, and it goes. Caruso quiets the crowd. Shh. Dude, Caruso is so cold-blooded, man. Wemby the drive and kick. Vassell for 3. It's out. Guys are going tumbling on the floor. Chet just got tripped up again. Dude, this is getting chippy. I'm glad the referees are at least letting him play for now. And just as I say that, there's a foul on the floor. I like that they're letting him play for once, though. Dude, this game, we need a game 7 of this, man. We need 7 games of this. Here's the inbound to SGA. SGA, guarded by Carter Bryant. 1-on-1. Sizing him up. Now back the other way. SGA is going to fade a mid-range, and it goes automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander. He's letting it be heard. Now De'Aaron Fox finds Wemby. Wemby again. Wemby! What?
He's on fire!
And I think there was a foul, so I think this might end up being a 4-point play. Yo, Wemby is chopping. Actually, I think it's going to be on Carter Bryant. 4 of 7 from 3 for Victor Wembanyama. Oh, wow. Carter Bryant puts his shoulder into SGA. Oh, and he puts his elbow into him. That's got to be a flagrant. That has to be a flagrant, man. Holy smokes. I know it's getting chippy, man, but now it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand, man. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. So they're still reviewing this. That's definitely got to be a flagrant in my eyes. That was wild. I know it's getting chippy and all. He's a rookie, Carter Bryant. I liked him in the draft last year, but that was wild, man. He just puts his elbow down and immediately runs into SGA and just barrels him over. Kelly Olynyk's trying to tell him, like, yo, you put your whole elbow in him. He's like, nah, I didn't, man. I didn't do anything. Yeah, you did. Dang, he barreled him over. Very curious to see how they're going to call this. 140 people in the chat. Welcome in, man. Thank you all for being here. Much love. We will be streaming the entire NBA Finals. Wow, they're going to call that a common foul. I'm surprised about that. That was definitely aggressive, and it was over the top. And based on the NBA reffing nowadays, I'm very surprised they did not call that a flagrant. Or at least a technical. Because that was wild, man. But they better be careful how they tread in this series now, because you're kind of telling these guys that it's okay to act like that. So, first one good for SGA. McCain going to come back in the game. That's technically a sound play. No, it's not. He put his elbow right into SGA. Come on now. Second one good for SGA. All right, here we go, man. 58-50 now after all that. De'Aaron Fox with the ball. He's guarded by Caruso. Finds Castle. Castle across. The drive in. Castle one bounce. Here's De'Aaron Fox. Here's Wemby. Wemby going to chop a deep three again. This time it's short. I don't know why Victor Wembanyama is sitting on the three-point line. If somebody knows something I don't, let me know. And there's Cason Wallace with yet another tough shot. Cason Wallace is absolutely cooking tonight. 10-3 run in the last minute and a half. Here's Castle downhill. He drives, floats it up. Wemby couldn't tap it in. And the Thunder have it. I don't know what Wemby is doing, man, but looks all out of sorts. Like he's only shooting well from three. SGA going to dribble and drive. Kick out to Wallace again. Now it's the other Jalen Williams in the corner. He can't knock down. Spurs have it with under 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Fox guarded by Caruso. Fox going to find Vassell. Here is the Aaron Fox. Coming around a high screen. Fox downhill. He accelerates. Now turns, spins, fades over McCain. Can't get the bounce, but Wemby taps it up and in. Finally, Wemby crashed the glass. 4 seconds. 3, 2. SGA floats it up. Air balls. Spurs full court heave. That is no good. So that will take us to the end of the first half. Thunder outscored them 31-25 in that game. So it went from a 13-point game after one, and it is now a 7-point game. So somehow, some way, through all the chippiness, through all the fighting and the scrappiness, here are the San Antonio Spurs allowing the Thunder to get back in this game. So it is bound to be a very good second half. We will see whether or not the Spurs can apply pressure and get back and hold this comfortably, or whether the OKC Thunder will be able to push through and win this game and overcome the odds and get to the NBA Finals again. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in, man. NBA Playoff Game Day live show brought to you by our great friends over at National University. Shout out to NU. Ladies and gentlemen, I need y'all to drop one word in the chat. One word in the chat. How would you sum up this game? How would you describe this game? If you could encapsulate this game in one word, what would it be? My word to describe this game would be intense. I feel like this game's been very intense. And if I'm being honest with you, man, I feel like that has benefited the OKC Thunder. Because when you're physical and when you get scrappy, like the Spurs in the first quarter were just shooting lights out. They were just worried about executing and running their plays and hitting shots. I feel like they got a little bit too chippy in the second quarter. And then it stopped the clock a few times, and yet you just had these breaks and it kind of ruined your momentum. So I think it benefited the Thunder. I think the Spurs are still in command. We're going to talk about Victor Wembanyama because, in my opinion, it has been a very unconventional half, but for some reason, it's still been very effective. I don't know what Wemby's doing. I don't know if this is like a strategy change by Mitch Johnson or if Wemby is hurt. I don't know what it is, but nonetheless, we will get to that and a whole bunch more. So give me your words in the chat. Mine is intense. I am going to read out a couple of the best here on the other side. But before I do that, got to let you know about our great partners of the show over at National University. Speaking of getting schooled from three-point range, that was the Thunder in the first half. The Spurs were going absolutely nuts. They had 11 threes in the first half. You can get schooled at National University, the best, most comprehensive degree program options out there for working and non-traditional students with 4, 8, and 12-week online courses that are designed to help you balance work, life, and school. National University is invested in your education and seeing you thrive. They offer 150 different degree curriculums. You can check out all their information by clicking their link down below. They understand that most people cannot just press pause on their life to learn. You have to work at the same time. You have to do different things. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to choose between school and life. You can do all of it at the same time. You could be a busy worker, person, or learner and a successful student at National University. So check out all of their degree curriculums, once again, by clicking their link down below, and their newest scholarship offerings, the Believe and Succeed Scholarship, that is granting students up to $6,000 annually towards your bachelor's or master's degree if accepted. Once again, click their link down below or in the description and get more information today. Thank you to National University for being a proud partner of Philly Take with RB. Now, once again, my word of the night is intensity, because somebody's got to school the San Antonio Spurs at halftime, let them know, yo, you got to chill out a little bit. You got to play just a little bit more reserved because you're letting the Thunder kind of eat away here. You're letting them chip away. So let's see what the chat has to say. Spicy, great word. Pandemonium. What else? McCain. Waiting. Physicality. Levels. Soft. Hope. Bombs away. Tumultuous. Interesting word choice, man. Interesting word choice. RB acts like he's never seen Wemby hit a three before. That is not how I'm acting. How I'm acting, and thank you, Max, for your segue into my next point. It's not about Wemby hitting a three. I know the guy can shoot threes. You know, I watch the NBA. The fact of the matter is, Victor Wembanyama's game plan tonight is the same as last game, where they got absolutely destroyed. The difference is that Wemby is hitting threes tonight, but in most of the games this series where the Spurs, have been successful, Wemby has been controlling the paint. And the Thunder can't even jump up to get near him. He's too tall. He's too massive. So, yeah, it is very surprising that Wemby is sitting on the perimeter the entire game. He's taken 16 shot attempts, and 8 of them, half of them, are three-pointers. To me, that is not the way to attack the OKC Thunder. Now, in a first half like this one, yeah, it's working because, again, the Spurs are having an uncharacteristic, well, I won't say uncharacteristic, that's kind of disrespectful, but kind of an outlier, insane first quarter, first half game, shooting 44% from three. Like, I don't know if that's going to keep up the entire game. And really, that's been their entire offense. I know the Thunder are pressing him, but still, like in the first couple of games, like he's been able to attack and get in his spots. So Victor Wembanyama, nonetheless, had a monster first half. 22, 6 boards, one assist, 2 steals, and 1 block, and only 1 turnover for Victor Wembanyama. Stephon Castle, 6 dimes, no turnovers. I feel like he's been very efficient tonight. De'Aaron Fox, 0 of 5. I wonder what Spurs fans are thinking about De'Aaron Fox. What do you guys think? Is he helpful to be in the starting lineup? Because I feel like Dylan Harper went off in game 1, and he has not been the same since being put on the bench. I mean, he has had a good night tonight, 12 points, but overall in the series, he's just been kind of up and down. And like I said, in that second quarter, the Thunder really started to get it going, especially through some of their bench, and I feel like Cason Wallace was the man. Caruso has had a great series, 7 points. Cason Wallace, though, tonight has been the X factor. He's been the Caruso of the other games. 11 points in 16 minutes, 3 for 3 from beyond, 2 boards, 1 assist, and 2 steals. It's been phenomenal on the defensive end, getting out in transition, spacing the floor. I feel like the Thunder are just too deep, man. Chet with 7 rebounds. He got shoved, and, he got into it a little bit there with Devin Vassell. Yeah, I feel like Vassell kind of poked the bear. I probably would not have done that because it felt like you had authority over them already. It felt like you were kicking their butts. So, yeah, I wouldn't wake up the bear. I wouldn't poke the bear, man. Yeah. Other than that, I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think finally we're going to have a closer game. I hope I'm right. Just looking at some of the stats here. Let's see. It's been a very interesting first half because the Spurs have 60 points. They actually had 51 with like 6 or 7 minutes to go. And they kind of went on a little bit of a cold spell there. But 60 points in the first half, and only 18 of them are in the paint. So 42 points outside the paint, which is crazy. Rebounds is close. Assists are close. Only 5 turnovers for the Spurs, only 4 for OKC. 8-6 on the fast break. I still think the Thunder are not capitalizing as they should on the fast break. I feel like that's their MO. 7-7 on the second chance points, and only 13 fouls in the first half. That was another thing. A lot of these guys are getting hit. Even you saw the Carter Bryant play, and they don't call a technical or a flagrant. So they're kind of telling them, yeah, we're not going to blow the whistles tonight. We're going to let you play, and that's okay, the behavior. So it could get even more chippy. I don't like the disparity from one game to the next. I wish it was consistent. Last game, there was over 50 fouls. Now it feels like tonight they're just holding the whistle and they're not going to call anything at all. So I think they need to find the right balance. But nonetheless, Thunder shooting 46% from the field, Spurs at 50, Thunder 33 from 3, and the Spurs are at 44. So really, again, there hasn't been a lot of free throws. It's just been chucking threes for San Antonio and getting to the rim for OKC. That is literally the story of the game. So we will see how it goes, man. That's what I got in this game. I think if I'm the Spurs, obviously keep doing what you're doing because it's working, but you don't want to just get over-reliant on the three ball. And if I'm the OKC Thunder, I'm kind of just doing what worked in that second quarter. Just moving the ball around a lot and letting SGA go one-on-one and get to his spots. I feel like they will call some more fouls in the second half. But that's where I'm at, man. Will we see another blowout or will we see an actual cardiac game? What do you guys think, man? What do you think? Let me know in the chat right now. 140 people in here. Thank you so much for being a part of the Game Day live show. It is game number 6. Literally everything on the line. All the marbles, man. Everything is on the line. What is going to happen in this game? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Give me your predictions in the chat. Who's going to win? What's going to happen? Like, how's it going to go? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. I'm hoping we don't see another blowout. I would not like to see another blowout. I feel like every game has been a blowout since the other one, since the game 1. But yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think, man? Lawrence says OKC's got this. Estelle says we're going to get a close game tonight. Philly Dog says we're getting a cardiac game tonight. A couple guys I will give credit for hitting Wemby. I see it in the chat too. The second Jalen Williams, I feel like every time they brought him in, he's been pretty physical. So they are getting to him a little bit, but yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. Definitely interesting. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, man, I appreciate y'all being here, man. I really do. Thanks for being a part of this community. We've been having fun the entire series. If this goes 7, we will do a Game 7 live stream on Saturday. If it does not, we will be streaming the entire NBA Finals. And like I said, for my regular diehard viewers, man, we dropped the video today. Make sure you check that out. We're dropping content every day. Bunch of shorts, bunch of stuff, even more NBA stuff. So make sure you follow us everywhere. Stay tapped in with the community, man. Let's see. I want to check if there was... I want to check the offensive rebounds. If I'm the OKC Thunder right now, I'm thinking, man, we're down 7 points, and yet the Spurs have been like automatic from 3-point range. I mean, they had 8 in the first quarter. They had 3 in the second, but that first quarter was nuts. Not a ton of offensive rebounds. Really, everything's like very close other than the 3-point shooting. Like I said, if the Thunder can win tonight, it'll be very huge for rest purposes because game 1 of the finals, I believe, starts next Wednesday. Let's see. Yeah, it starts next Wednesday. So, if the Thunder can win this game tonight, man, they'll have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of rest as opposed to what, 3? 5 days of rest could make a huge difference compared to 3. And the Knicks have been off forever. Plus, now they have the Mitchell Robinson injury to deal with. So, if you guys didn't hear earlier, Mitchell Robinson has a broken pinky. So, we don't know if he's going to play now or not. That could really affect the New York Knicks. Clint says it's going to be cardiac time. Dom says it's probably going to be semi-cardiac. I don't know about semi-cardiac. You know, like, we got to wake up, man. We got to wake up. OKC has only won one third quarter this series, and it was by 4 points. That's a good stat right there, if true. Caruso's hitting threes. Yeah, Caruso's the man. Caruso really is the man. He just has shown up all series long, to be honest. All right, man. We got third quarter getting ready to roam. See how it goes, man. Third quarter has been San Antonio's quarter. See if it is again. I mean, they better wake up right now. Otherwise, this could get dangerous if they let the Thunder get back in it. Once again, Playoff Game Day Live Show brought to you by National University, powered by Kalshi. Welcome on in, man. Jalen Williams, by the way, the first Jalen Williams, J-Dub, he's only played 7 minutes, so don't know how many minutes he'll actually play, which was kind of expected. Here's a pick and roll. Hartenstein going to turn and spin, kick to SGA. SGA steps back, midi, and he can't get it to go. Spurs come away with it now. 7-point game. Vassell going to pop a 3. Vassell gets it to go. Devin Vassell with a 10-point lead. Jared McCain going to dribble, going to drive. McCain going to turn, spin. Hartenstein floats it up and in. That push shot from Hartenstein, man, is just money. I've never seen a guy perfect a shot like that in a modern day, man. Just that little pusher. Here's Wemby, another 3. Wemby can't get it that time. Here's Jared McCain, accelerates on the other end, floats it up. Looked like it was goaltending. They didn't call it. SGA gets the rebound, drive, spins, goes up. And this time I believe it is going to be goaltending. Wemby smacked it into next year, but he was a second late. So it's going to be a 6-point game after the goaltend. That first one definitely looked like goaltending. Oh, so they called a foul. I didn't even know they called a foul. That's crazy. So it was an and one? Julian Champagny answers on the other end. That's kind of wild to me that they called that a foul. Here's SGA. Going to step back. Turns and kicks to Chet. Chet working against Vassell. 1-on-1. He dribbles and spins. Those two were drawn in the first half. Chet floats it up, misses it, but Hartenstein puts it back in. 65-60. Vassell going to find Wemby. Wemby at the top. He dribbles past Hartenstein, steps over, kicks it back. Vassell, the pump fake, the dribble, the drive, the kick. Fox for 3. In and out. And Castle was fouled on the second attempt. Let's see this again. All right, I definitely think there was a little contact there. I just don't want to get this game now. I mean, I hope I didn't jinx it in the first half. Hopefully we don't get to a point now where they're just blowing whistle after whistle. Yeah, can we like actually just watch this game, man, and not have the extra whistles? First one good at the line for Castle. All right, if you guys are enjoying this show, man, I need to see some energy in the chat. I need to see some energy, man. Otherwise, I got to go away from the chat. We got 150 people in here. Let's go. Let's go. Get fired up in the chat, man. Castle going to knock down at the stripe 67-60. It's a 7-point ball game. McCain at the top had it poked away. Fox runs up the court. McCain gets it back. 9 on the shot clock. McCain dribbles, drives. McCain to the rim, floats it up. Couldn't get it. Thunder, second attempt. Lou Dort for 3. It's off the mark. Wemby tracks it down. He's running, looks like 10 steps at a time, but it's only 1. Castle to the corner. Champagnie for 3. Cha-ching! Julian Champagnie, and the Spurs answer again. So here they go with another one of their Spurs runs. San Antonio, man. This is what a series this is, man. It keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Could this be the spot where the Spurs, take up and take off and just run away with it? I don't know. Do you guys feel the same way I feel? Like it's been hard to predict this series in any aspect. All right, let's go back to the chat, man. See if the chat woke up. All right, let's see some people in the chat, man. Shout out to the OGs. Listen, man, we're doing these shows for you guys. We are doing these shows for you guys. We're trying to enjoy the playoff coverage, man. And I said at the end of the regular season, I just wanted to enjoy the playoffs. We were treated to a really crazy comeback series. Second round, not so much fun, but it has been fun just watching different teams play and like seeing how they're building and yeah, just like kind of going through it. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, when I watch games and I break them down, it's kind of just like a learning experience as well. Like there's a lot of repetition and a lot of patterns, and I try to just look for like the things that you can take away from a game, because not every game is going to be crazy. Not every game is going to be wild unless you're the 76ers and, you just give us cardiac all season, but just a student of the game, Busy says it's entertaining unlike the Eastern Conference Finals. Oh my gosh, that series was brutal, honestly. I'm still mad at the Cavaliers. That was disgraceful. Disgraceful. Philly Dog says, I got the Knicks winning it all. Electric says, why is OKC trailing consistently behind this game? Are they off? To be honest with you, Electric, it's been hard to really, I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to call the game and also analyze it like I usually do. This whole series to me, though, just hasn't made a lot of sense. Like every game, it's been a different strategy, if that makes sense. Like the last 2 games now, Wemby is just chopping threes every possession. Like that did not happen in the first 4 games of the series. So I'm just trying to pick up on what their strategies are. But why do I think the Thunder are trailing behind? Simple, because the Spurs are just hitting all their threes. Here's SGA for three. That one's in and out. Chet with the putback. But then again, maybe we're just seeing what an actual series is like, and we're not used to that because with the Sixers, they don't adjust at all. You know, maybe the coaches are actually making adjustments more than I'm seeing. Here's the alley-oop. Wemby goes inside, and this time he draws the foul on the alley-oop. See, that's what I've been waiting for from Wemby. Little pick and roll action, cut to the rim, floats it up, and he gets fouled because they can't guard Wemby inside. And he still almost put down the and one dunk. That was Hartenstein's best attempt at swiping the ball. And he actually did hit the ball at the end, but he hit his wrist on the way up. Because Wemby, think about trying to guard somebody that's 7'5". I'm telling you guys, when I went to that Sixers Spurs game a couple years ago and I was like on the court like 5 feet from Wemby, I'm like, dude, how does anybody guard this guy? And I was watching him in warmups. I can't imagine going like full speed or like going up for an alley-oop. There's just no way. You got to be physical with him and just hope you can like, I don't know, like bang him up to the point where like he can't even, I'm not going to say like injure him, but you know, you just got to get very like physical with him because we've just never, or at least I've never seen something like this. The closest thing I think we can relate this to is Wilt Chamberlain playing in an era where everybody was a foot smaller than him. Like, really, that's it. Except Wemby can actually shoot threes. SGA had it poked away. He goes tumbling. Here come the Spurs, 5-on-4. Vassell in transition, missed the three. Wemby gets the board again. He turns, has it poked away that time. Good swipe by Hartenstein. Caruso McCain touches it to SGA. Hesitated on the three. Probably should have taken it. Now he's got Wemby one-on-one on an island. SGA, left hand to right hand, steps back, a fader. What a shot over Victor Wembanyama. Holy smokes, SGA. What a shot that was. Fox dribbles in. He floats it up. Can't respond. Oh my gosh, man. Here's SGA, finds Hartenstein, goes up, and he misses it at the rim. Wemby over to Fox. Fox dribbles in, accelerates, puts it up and in. Dude. And to get that shot over Wemby when he's on defense, like that's so hard to do. You have to like change your launch angle. SGA finds Hartenstein. Hartenstein floats it up. Chet cutting to the rim. Couldn't grab the ball. He lost it out of bounds. He thought there was a push. Chet wants a review. He thought there was a clear foul there. Let's see it again. So that was a very well pulled off flop by Chet, even though they didn't call it. And they are going to challenge this, I think. Wow, what a flop by Chet. Fox didn't even touch him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. Why is Chet telling his coach to challenge it? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why did he tell his coach to challenge it? He literally flopped and like acted like he just got elbowed out of midair. That's the stuff that pisses people off. When they talk about the NBA, they're like, you know, that's the stuff they can't take. Because now we got to go to a 5-minute commercial and we have to wait for them to come back and say that nobody touched them. I don't know. It's my thought. Chat, what do you guys think, man? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? Is Wemby going to get 35 points? Wemby could definitely get 35 points. Honestly. Wemby just touched earth. Wemby is a combination of Wilt Chamberlain and Ralph Sampson. No flop. No shame. He flopped and rolled. He really did. I'm like, see, this is what I mean. They're still reviewing this. What is there to review? And if they come back and if they change this call, I'm going to run into the neighbor's door and I'm going to get a concussion. I'm not going to do that. Don't try that at home. But what I'm saying is, like, I can't wrap my head around why are they still looking at this? Nobody touched him. He didn't touch him. What are we looking at? Y'all can show me every angle you want. He wasn't even close to him. Call overturned? What? Guys, I need y'all to talk to me in the chat right now, man. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? What? McCain to the rim, floats it up and misses it. How was that a foul, De'Aaron Fox? Somebody has to explain that to me. I need an explanation from the NBA referees. Castle drives, floats it up and in, and one.
Yes, sir.
I can understand you missing the call in real time. And yeah, they just did a makeup call, I guess. But like the fact that they challenged that and I made a joke about it and they went to commercial for 5 minutes to review that and somehow came away with the conclusion that he fouled him. What? Has to be substantial evidence. Like what? I don't get that, man. SGA step back mid-range, left it short. Spurs tap it up, and Harper comes away with it. Harper, Vassell, Champagny, Castle, and Cornette now in the game. Harper the step back too. He drills it. 15-point lead for the Spurs. Why is Wemby over on the bench? What was Wemby slapping the chair? Yo, cameramen, y'all got to do better, man. Cameramen, you guys got to do better. Why did they just show a split second of Wemby like punching a chair and then they go away from it? Like what? Am I in a different dimension right now, man? Are we doing a challenge now? Literally all ball. Literally all ball. So we'll see if they actually overturn that. What is going on? We got almost 200 people in here, man. Hit the thumbs up button. All right. Like the show right now. Subscribe to the channel. See, this is the stuff. This is what gets people annoyed. This is what gets people annoyed. Like, to be honest with y'all, man, we're just trying to watch a great game. This has been a great game. And I jinxed it again. I'm sorry. I would like to issue an official apology. Because everything I say, the opposite happens. And I said at halftime that this game was flowing, that they were keeping the whistle silent. It was going great. And then here we go in the third quarter. And we can't even get through half of the quarter. and they're just going crazy with the whistles. Now we got 2 back-to-back challenges. If they don't overturn this call, I think the game is rigged for the Thunder. Because the last one, I still cannot wrap my head around how De'Aaron Fox was whistled for a foul. And this one was all ball. They called it a foul on the floor. If they don't overturn this, I'm going to lose my mind. All right, so they overturned it. They overturned it. Maybe this was a makeup call for the last one? Is that maybe what happened? Maybe it was a makeup call. They just had to use their challenge to try to get it. I don't know, man. I'm just here. I'm just here, man. What in the world? All right, here we go. Here we go. SGA at the top, guarded by Stephon Castle. Crossover. SGA with the left hand, dribbles and drives against Cornette. Under the rim, floats it up. And we have a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Luke Cornette. I don't know what Wemby was just doing, but anyway, here we go. SGA guarded by Castle. Hartenstein going to turn, spin, and we got another foul. Another foul on the Spurs. Guys, we're almost back to entering game 5, quarter 2 territory here. We are almost back to that because how many fouls have occurred here in the last 2 minutes? Here's Alex Caruso coming around a screen, drives downhill, kicks out to Wallace. Wallace wants a 3. That's off the back rim, and the Spurs have it. Harper bringing it down the floor. It's a 15-point game. Harper all the way, and another foul down the other end. First one is good for Dylan Harper. It is a 16-point game. Guys, if we do this again, if we have another blowout, I'm just going to be, I don't know. I'm going to be frustrated. Harper going to knock down the second. Hartenstein, SGA. Here we go. 9-0 run in the last 148. SGA coming around a screen. He drives and kicks. Hartenstein up top. Hartenstein to Cason Wallace. Wallace downhill. He floats it up. Hartenstein tried to throw down the jam, and it rattled out. Bad luck. Ooh, Harper with the spin. The drive. He's fouled at the rim. Woo! Dylan Harper, the rookie, putting on the moves. Yo, they really got a picture right behind Mitch Johnson. It says, most valuable flopper. That's crazy. They made a t-shirt out of it. You guys see that? Harper going to knock down the first. It is now an 18-point game. Caruso going to drive downhill, kicks it out. Yo, Harper's been massive tonight. This is like game 1 Harper. Caruso up to Wallace, now to Jalen Williams, back to SGA. And the Spurs steal it away again. 3-on-2. Castle double clutches, and he lost the ball. Here comes the Thunder. Caruso, Williams up top to SGA. SGA downhill. See, now the Spurs are getting back in this defensive mode where it's like they can't. They're so locked in right now. The Spurs are getting back on this defensive thing where they're just unbelievably locked in. 11-0 run for the Spurs, by the way. It's a 19-point game. Castle just walked 4 steps. They don't call it, but he floats one up and in. Yo. Is something I say for once actually going to go the way I say it? I said the Spurs were going to win this game, man. I felt it. My head was telling me Spurs because this series is unpredictable, man. Wallace going to drive inside. He goes up. Had it poked away. Yo, the Spurs are on everything. Caruso a 3, no good. The Thunder can't do anything with the basketball right now. Holy clamps. Harper 1-on-1 against SGA. Dribble, steps back. Harper puts it up and couldn't get it to go. Cornette has it. He's on the floor and he throws it away. 21-point game. SGA on the wing, guarded by Harper. He puts up a contested 3. It's in and out. See, this is where I get confused because the Thunder now look like they're just getting one-dimensional. They look like they don't care right now. I don't want to take away credit from the Spurs defense, but I don't know, man. This series doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe I'm just yapping right now. What do you guys think, man? I have never seen so many momentum changes in one series. It's crazy, man. You know what's crazy, too? The Knicks are going to get to play every team coming off a 7-game series. Isn't that wild? What do you guys think, man? 170 people in here. Shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. Get active in the comments. Most points by a rookie in playoff Spurs history. Harper is 20 behind David Robinson. Yo, shout out to Dylan Harper. I'm starting to think, watching this game and watching this team, you might have to trade De'Aaron Fox and get a little more depth. Do you guys agree with that? Because Fox is making a good amount of money, and Harper's just that good. Fox kicks it out. Here's Champagny downhill, drives, lays it up and in. What a finish. It is a 23-point game. Dude, what? 15-0 run. This series makes no sense. Wallace going to dribble, drive, kick, another turnover. Spurs are locked in defensively. Are they really going to have to bench their starters soon, man? Please don't do this to us again. Champagny in stride for 3. No good. Wemby trying to get it back. Thunder take it away. Here's Jared McCain up the floor now. McCain dribbling, driving against Keldon Johnson. Turns and spins. Here's Cason Wallace. Now it's Isaiah Joe in for the first time. McCain coming around a screen. He starts and stops. McCain, Isaiah Joe, a wide open 3. Can't knock it down. Do you guys understand what I'm saying about like the variance in this series? Do you see what I see or no? Wemby just drove and literally like almost his body like collapsed for a second. McCain on the fast break misses the layup. Yo, the Thunder can't do anything. They can't do anything. What is this, man? They haven't scored in 6 minutes. In case you guys are new to the channel, man, I'm RB. I cover the Sixers and the NBA. We do this show here on YouTube, live streams, videos, shorts. We got all socials. Mods, if y'all can drop the link tree in the chat, it'd be huge. Click our link tree, follow us everywhere. We got a lot of things in the pipeline, man. A lot of good things on the way. Free throws are good. It's a 16-0 run. McCain threw it away again. Yo, do you guys get what I'm saying, man? I've never seen a series be so like one-sided one game to the next side the other game. Estelle says you're right. You think if a team dominates one night, they're not going to be dominated the following night. Yeah. And they're like changing the way that they're playing. Maybe it's just great coaching. Just very interesting. Like, who knows what's going to happen in Game 7? Looks like we're headed for a Game 7. Wemby going to find Keldon Johnson, turns and spins. Johnson drives, floats it up, left it short. We got a foul on the floor. It's going to be on OKC. Like, when's the last time you've seen OKC not be able to score for 6 consecutive minutes? Can the Knicks actually beat either one of these teams? I'll tell you what, man, the Knicks playing 3 series in a row off of teams that went 7. I don't know, man. I mean, that sounds like a very big advantage. Now, they will still have 3 days of rest, but that's not a lot after playing all these long series. If you're the Thunder or the Spurs, like 3 days of rest is not a crazy amount of rest. Sco says, appreciate you, dude. Out of UK, this comms is always amazing. Yo, Scott, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, man. Feel free to let me know where y'all are tapping in from tonight and welcome in. We will be live for the rest of the playoffs, every single game. So make sure y'all tune in. We got the draft coming up, free agency, bunch of videos to make on all that and more. Make sure y'all turn on the noties, man. There should be a little bell. Make sure y'all hit that so you don't miss the content. Free throws are good again. I think it's a 17-0 or 18-0 run now. Isaiah Joe going to find Chet Holmgren downhill, kicks it out. Kenrick Williams in. They still have SGA on the floor. Kenrick Williams going to drive, spin, fade away, short again. Bro, they literally cannot score. They cannot score. Here's a 3 from Keldon Johnson. Doesn't go. Wemby taps it. No good. Mark Daignault said it after Game 4. He said, sometimes you just don't have your energy for some reason. Well, it feels like that again for OKC. SGA misses the runner. Yo, they're not going to score for the last 8 minutes of the quarter? They haven't scored in 7 minutes and 5 seconds. You guys said to me, the third quarter has been the Spurs quarter. Wow. Game 4, the Thunder went 6 of 33 from 3. And tonight they are 6 of 25. Yo, I'm telling you right now, we'll talk about this later on as we get to the postgame, but going into Game 7, the Spurs are playing with house money. Thunder are going to have a lot of pressure after this game. But then again, the Thunder could come back in Game 7 and they could win by 30 points. Like, we just don't know. It's been it's hard to I haven't seen a series like this in a while. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's just back and forth, but it's blowouts. It's blowouts. Game 7's going to go down the last shots as Dom. Yo, could you imagine that? We started off with a bang, then we have 5 straight blowouts, and then we have another banger in double OT. Could you imagine? Chet under the rim. Chet, they finally scored! They finally scored! And when have you seen the Thunder get blown out this many times in a series? It just doesn't happen. Never has happened. Fox step back 2, in and out. Yo, that would be poetic if the Game 7 goes to double OT and we get a game winner. Imagine Wemby hits one from the logo again. I'd actually lose my mind. 26-point game now. Spurs are 13 of 33 from long range, 39%. The crowd is finally on their feet. That's what I've been waiting for to see all night. Here's Wemby. Oh, dribble spin. Wemby blocked by Chet. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to be Thunder basketball. 4 seconds to go. I think what I've been trying to say all night is that this series does not make any sense. Chet down the floor goes up. Blocked by Wemby. Get that out of here. Oh my gosh. Wemby just sent that man to Mars. He said, get that out of here. Wow. Wow. All righty, man. We are going to the fourth quarter in a crazy sequence of events. What was a 7-point game at halftime is now a 26-point game. 32-13 run in the third quarter. Wow. All I could say is I'm speechless, man. Guys, give me your predictions down below. I don't want to know about the rest of this game. We know what's going to happen in this game. What I want to know is who's going to win this series? Who's going to win this series? Who is going to win this series? Do you think the Spurs are going to pull off this dark magic out of nowhere and just pull off a miracle and get it done? Or will the Thunder rebound like they did in Game 5 and win by 20 in Game 7? What do you guys think, man? Before we get into this fourth quarter, got to give one more shout out to our great partners of the show. You guys got to check out National University. Whether you want to go back to school, get that next promotion, level up, get that next degree, or you know somebody, right, that maybe is struggling with where they're at in their career. They want to go back to school. They don't have the time, the energy, the money, whatever it is. Check out National University. Like I said, they have all the academic resources you need, over 150 degree programs to choose from. They can send you materials right to your own home. Their areas of study include education, business, marketing, healthcare, psychology, social sciences, engineering, tech, criminal justice, and much more. And they're a veteran-founded university that awarded nearly $55 million in scholarships and tuition reductions last academic year. And what's really cool is they don't only give you the academic resources, they give you all the other supplementary things to help you out. They give you free virtual mental health counseling for anybody that is struggling. You have a student wellness center, tons of resources and connections to reach out to, and they have all of that and much more over at National University. You can take 4, 8, and 12-week online courses designed to help you balance all of your other life responsibilities. So once again, new year, new goals, maybe new you. Maybe this is the year. Check out all their programs and click their link down in the description or the live chat. All their flexible online schooling programs at National University. Thank you to them for being a proud partner of the show for the last 2 seasons and being a great partner of our trivia question as well. Shout out to NU, man. Big time question for you Sixers fans from a Celtics fan. If OKC wins, do we root for the Floppers or for our Eastern Conference rivals? I think that's an easy question for me, man. What do you guys think? And who's going to win this series? I see a couple Spurs, couple Thunders. Seems like everybody's split. Kind of like I am. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, man. This series is so unpredictable, man. What even is this series anymore? What even is this? All right, man. Here we go. Will the OKC Thunder keep bench players in and rest their starters? If you're Mark Daigneault, you did it in Game 4. You have to think about doing it again. Wemby turns, puts it up, misses it off the bank. Like, oh, wow, Lou Dort just got into it with, who was that? Keldon Johnson. Isaiah Joe finds Jared McCain. Jared McCain for 3. That sequence just felt like somebody stabbed my heart. Isaiah Joe to Jared McCain in the Western Conference Finals. A dime for a 3. Sorry, I had a moment there. All right. Stephon Castle going to kick to Harrison Barnes. Barnes for 3 on the other end. He answers right back. 95-69. 7 of 27 from 3 for the Thunder. And the Spurs are cooking. Here's McCain in the lane. Floats it up. Got the foul. And 1. J-Mac.
Yes, sir.
J-Mac. Grabbed by Castle. It's an and 1. Listen, man. Tell you guys right now. If you are Mark Daigneault in, I would say, 2 to 3 minutes, he did this in game 4. If your guys just don't have it, actually he did it in game 2, I think. Game 2 and 4, I think he did this. If your guys don't have it, man, rest them for game 7. What doesn't make sense, though, is you have a guy like Wemby, who in game 5 looked like he didn't give a damn the entire game. Then tonight he comes out shooting threes again, and he's knocking them down. Now, as the game has gone on, he started to impose his will. I'm really curious to know like what the strategies are going to be in game 7. It's almost like both teams are like trying something new every game to try to throw off the opposing coach. Like maybe we are just seeing just brilliance as it relates to coaching adjustments, but I have not seen either of these teams come in back-to-back games and just do what they did the prior game. It just feels like everything keeps like switching up. I don't know. It's been very, very interesting. In Australia, we don't say we're rooting for sports teams or players. Look it up, Aussie slang. You don't say you're rooting for sports teams. So what do you say? Cheering? Supporting? Make it rain. Yeah, make it rain McCain, man. What a great nickname. Guys, all I'm asking for is, can Game 7 please just be entertaining? Can it please be a close game? I was checking some of the stats here. I'm like, first quarter, it was like so close. Now the rebounds are 41-32. 18-8 on the fast break. 41% from 3 for San Antonio. 25 from the Thunder. Based on the patterns of this series, you would believe that the Thunder are going to come out at home and get it done. But then again, it's like, who knows? One team could have the worst shooting night of their life, AKA, we go, like it literally said, we haven't had a game 7 since 2018, and that's when the Rockets missed 27 straight threes. So who knows what could happen in game 7? The call is going to stand, though, so Jared McCain will go to the line with the and 1 opportunity, and McCain is going to make it a 23-point game. SGA getting some rest on the bench with Jalen Williams. Here's Stephon Castle guarded by Isaiah Joe. They're in a zone defense. They're playing 2-3 zone. Johnson to Wemby. Wemby to Harper. Harper to Castle. He kicks it out to Keldon Johnson. Johnson wants a 3. Airballed it by everything. What in the world?
This guy stinks!
Here come the Thunder. Jalen Williams, number 2 now. Kicks it out to Dort. Dort gonna dribble, gonna drive. Tried to find McCain. He threw it to the assistant coach. I think Oklahoma City is overrated. That's not fair, man. This team's a juggernaut. I just think for once, the Spurs are a team that can actually contend with them. Here's the zone collapsing on Castle. He floats one up, and Wemby just threw one down. I have never seen an alley-oop look so easy in my life. He put his arm 2 feet above the rim. Nobody was even close to him. McCain gonna cross over and drive, step back. He gets blocked by Castle from behind. They call it a foul. Woo! Dude, his fingertip was halfway up the backboard. His fingers were halfway up the backboard, and it didn't even look like he jumped that much. Bro, look at this. Wemby in the dunker spot is a cheat code. Yo. UConn says this is YouTube featured, by the way. Does that mean we're on YouTube featured? That's awesome, man. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Guys, I need everybody to hit the like button, man. Push us into the algorithm, especially for Game 7. It's going to be wild. Harper kicks back. Here's Harrison Barnes for 3. Cha-ching! The Spurs have hit 100. Yeah, who's going to be rocking in here for Game 7, man? Drop a me if you're going to be in here rocking with us in Game 7. Saturday night. Lou Dort for 3. That's off. Thunder might as well just rest their guys now. And if I'm the Spurs, you got to get Wemby off the floor, man. You got to rest Wemby because he came out in game number 5, excuse me, and he looked so tired. All right, here's Wemby coming off the floor. Yeah, you got to get him off, man. You got to get this dude some rest. Here's Dylan Harper now back in the game. I don't even think De'Aaron Fox has played in a while. I think he got benched for Dylan Harper. Cornette the alley-oop throws it down. Has Fox even played in the fourth or third quarter? McCain gonna drive and kick. Here's Kenrick Williams for 3. He knocks it down. Yeah, Fox has not played here in like 7 minutes. I keep meaning to look up Kenrick Williams and which draft he was in, because I know he's the longest tenured player. This man, Kenrick Williams, literally was there through the struggles, man. He was there through the tough times, and somehow he survived. He's the oldest guy on the team at 31. Harper going to drive and kick. Barnes corner 3. Can't get it to go. My man's 31, probably feels like an uncle. Kenrick Williams is probably in the locker room, and Jared McCain and Jalen Williams are talking about TikTok, and he's like, TikTok? It's like, I remember when Twitter first came out. Kenrick Williams drives, kicks to the other Jalen Williams. That's stolen away by San Antonio. They are bullying them. Harper with the spin. Transition goes up, missed the layup. McCain the rebound. Up the floor to Williams. He's waiting on the other side. He throws it down. Holy smokes, man. Kenrick Williams was in the 2018 draft. He was undrafted. Wow. How about that? How about that? Here's Stephon Castle going to cross over. Euro, drive, lay it up, and 1. Tack it on. Tack it on.
Yes, sir.
Holy smokes, man. $2 super chat time to obligation says this will be the 5th Game 7 in this postseason. Let's go, man. No more blowouts, though. No more blowouts. We want an entertaining Game 7. Kenrick Williams played college ball at TCU. He was undrafted, signed by the Pelicans for 3 years. Then he went to the Westchester Knicks. Then he went to the Texas Legends. And then he went to the OKC Thunder. And he's been there for 6 years. This dude's 31 and is literally the dad of the team. Free throw is good by Castle. The Thunder are once again getting obliterated. They're getting obliterated again. Isaiah Joe kicks to Jared McCain. A deep three, no good. Spurs have it. Up the floor, Castle, 3-on-2. And Luke Cornett goes up, and he is fouled. Harrison Barnes had a MySpace. That's a fact. That's a fact. He's not on OKC, but he definitely was on MySpace. Were you guys on MySpace? Don't age yourself. Don't age yourself. First one missed at the line by Luke Cornett. You know what I've come to the conclusion with, man? As Castle and Kenrick Williams got into it and Lou Dort a little bit, I've come to the conclusion that the 76ers need to hire me as a draft scout. Not to toot my own horn here, but I'm just thinking about all these players. And like real fans of this show know like what I've said about certain players, man. I talked about Isaiah Joe. Knew he was a stud. I knew Jared McCain was a stud. I knew Stephon Castle would be a stud. Dylan Harper would be a stud. I love De'Aaron Fox in his draft. Wemby. Chet. Yeah. They need to hire me as a draft scout, man. McLaughlin going to kick it over to Carter Bryant. There's Luke Cornett. Now it's Keldon Johnson. We got 7 minutes left, and we're in the cleanup crew stage already. And I was just talking about the players that are on the floor, by the way. But so many players, even in this series, that I knew were going to be gems. Jordan McLaughlin working against Isaiah Joe. Kicks to Keldon Johnson. Johnson against Isaiah Joe. Dribble, step back, crossover, turn, spin, kick. Carter Bryant, a three. Can't get it. And we have a foul on the rebound. Vlad says I had a heck of a MySpace account. Busy Bee. Yo, they're throwing a MySpace victory tour in the chat, man. Y'all are aging yourselves. Socialpedia peaked at MySpace. Kinda, honestly. Kinda peaked. Not gonna lie. But evolution. You know how it goes. You got to adapt or die, you know? McLaughlin going to find Keldon Johnson, turns, spins, floats it up, and gets it to go. The Spurs are absolutely bullying. Topic going to find Kenrick Williams now. Nikola Topic in the game with Aaron Wiggins. The shot is short. Harrison Barnes pulls up a corner three. Can't get it to go. Keldon Johnson kicks to Harrison Barnes. Dribbling baseline. Spins it back, and the Thunder have it. Here's Aaron Wiggins up the floor. Wiggins to Kenrick Williams. Williams for three. Short again. These dudes cannot hit a shot, man. These dudes cannot hit a shot. Williams again on the second attempt. He's got Lindy Waters guarding him. Lindy! Can we give a shout out to Lindy Waters III? I'll never forget this dude, Lindy Waters. Okay, this was like 4 years ago. He was on the Golden State Warriors, and he had his career high against the Sixers. I'll never forget that. Timed obligation says RB being a draft scout. That would be awesome. We will miss you too much. Don't worry, man. I'm not going to be a draft scout. Not going to be a draft scout. I can't leave y'all, man. I can't do it. I'm just thinking if we had Joe, Reed, and McCain off the bench, how much better we'd be. It's a fact, man. All they had to do was tune into Philly Take with RB. All they had to do was play it in their office, and they would have known. RB's chat can be the assistant scouts. That's what I'm saying. We can all be the scouts, man, because apparently we know what to do. Mark, what's going on, man? Williams knocks down the free throws, 110-84. It is a 26-point game. I think the camera just caught SGA napping on the sideline. Wake up, SGA. Game's not over, man. Your boys can still come back in here. Floater is missed by McLaughlin. Here comes Isaiah Joe. I wish Isaiah Joe would get a little more burn. Feel like he can play. Here's the dribble drive. Williams misses it. Isaiah Joe, like, they just have too many guards, man. They have too many guys. But I'm happy that Isaiah Joe got a ring. Here's McLaughlin going to find Carter Bryant through the legs. Right to left. Turns and spins. Takes it back. Gets double teamed. Dort pokes it away. They're going to say Bryant traveled. Knicks rubbing their hands like Birdman. Knicks are enjoying this. They definitely are enjoying the additional rest, to be honest. I feel like we all knew the series was going 7 games, but we did not know what it would look like. You know what I mean? SGA minus 28 in this game. Holy smokes. I feel like we all anticipated a game 7, man, but we just didn't know what it was going to look like. Nobody could have predicted this. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Anyway, man, shout out to y'all. I'm gonna drop the link tree one more time and the Discord. Guys, feel free to follow us everywhere. We got a lot going on. A lot in the pipeline. A lot going on this off season. Still doing a ton of Eagles coverage as well over on A2ZSports.com. So definitely check that out. Also, for my Sixers fans, make sure y'all check out the video I dropped earlier today. We've been putting out some bangers, and yeah, man, got some good things in the works, man. The community support, that's where it's at. I might do a members-only live stream this offseason too, just to like talk to you guys, so keep your eyes out for that. Castle playing prime Tony Allen defense. Yo, Castle really is just phenomenal. Amazing two-way player, and he's only going to get better. That's the crazy thing about Stephon Castle. And if you guys want to know how good Jared McCain was, well, Jared McCain, through 21 games, was blowing Stephon Castle and the rest of the group out of the water. Jared McCain was blowing all of them out of the water for Rookie of the Year before he got injured last year. I just wanted to say that. Just wanted to say that. Estelle says we ought to meet for beers. Honestly. Yo, if I did a live watch party next season, would you guys show up, man? That'd be amazing. That'd be so much fun. Would y'all actually show up, man? Shout out to the mods and the members, man. Appreciate y'all all season long. All season long. Harrison Barnes over here giving an instruction to Wemby on the sideline, coaching him up. OKC allowed a 20-0 run in the third quarter, longest run versus OKC in the playoffs ever. Topic going to turn and kick out to Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe against Lindy Waters. Here's Wiggins. Wiggins at the top, crossover, drive, downhill, step back. Wiggins got it off the bank. The Thunder finally scored. McLaughlin at the top. He's going to find Olynyk. Olynyk, McLaughlin, Olynyk. Dribbles downhill, turns, spins, lays it, missed it. Topic running up the floor now. He gets tripped up by Mason Plumlee. What? Who can name all three of the Plumlees? Anytime I think of the most random NBA family, it's absolutely the Plumlees. Lou Dort puts up a three. It's short. And Williams taps it back in. Here's Kelly Olynyk, guarded by Williams, kicks it to Plumlee. Plumlee kicks out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin turns and spins. Olynyk under the rim, lays it in. They got man bun in the game. Philly Jackson says, I only know of Miles and Mason. You're missing one. There's three Plumlees. There's three of them. I couldn't tell you which one was which, but I know there's three. Olynyk just got an and one. Olynyk is flexing. I can't even play the air horn for man bun. I can't do it. OGs of the channel know. They know my deep hatred for Kelly Olynyk. I can't believe this dude's still in the league, man. Yo, I can't believe Kelly Olynyk is getting buckets and flexing. I can't stand this dude, man. I can't stand him. How old are you, Kelly? 40? Williams for three. It's off again. All right, I guess I'm going to have to tell you guys who the third Plumlee is because nobody can guess it. Nobody can guess it. It's Miles, like you guys said, Mason, and the third one, drum roll please, it does start with an M. It is Marshall Plumlee. Marshall Plumlee. And I'm not joking. That is a fact. Yo, I just followed the Instagram. Thank you for following, man. Appreciate that. Follow us on IG. It's Miles, Mason, and Marshall Plumlee. And they're all the same exact dude. Toe pitch for three. Airballs it. I don't remember which one's the oldest. My guess would be Miles. But I forget. Plumlee, Olynyk, and Bismack. Yo, that's a fact, Dom. Like, why are they employing these dudes? Why are these guys on the roster? Here's Man Bun at the free throw line again. First one is no good. RB, I can't help it. The series feels so rigged, says B. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a weird series. Very weird. Not what I've expected, 100%. I wonder if they have another brother that doesn't play basketball, though. Wiggins turns it over. Here come the Spurs and another turnover. These dudes are so bad, they can't even keep the ball in bounds. Someone said Marshall Mathers Plumlee. He does kind of look like Eminem, man. Wiggins hits the three. These dudes are out here playing. See, we're out here playing LA Fitness ball in the conference finals. Like, I would not pick up Kelly Olynyk at LA Fitness. I really wouldn't. Airball from McLaughlin. Here comes Nikola Topic. Topic, Isaiah Joe for 3. He missed it. Spurs have it. 1:30 to play. McLaughlin at the top. He's going to hand it off to Lindy Waters. Waters guarded by Kenrick Williams. The dribble and the drive, the floater, and it is good. Yo, the fans leaving early is pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie. I said this a couple games ago when they blew them out. Like, why are the fans leaving so early? Like, your team just won by 1 million. Olynyk going to find, is that Bismack Biyombo? He misses the floater. They got Biyombo in the game. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let y'all know that we will be live for Game 7, 8 o'clock Eastern time on Saturday night. We will continue to stream the rest of the playoffs. Check out all the content we got pumping out there. Wow. 118-91. Just an absolute blowout. 27-point win, and it probably should have been a 57-point win. We all felt it was going to be right, man. We all felt that this was going to happen, but it is going to go to a Game 7. Spurs absolutely dominate. Another blowout, and that's how it goes. Fourth brother is Mario, and he's a plumber. We're so bored, we started talking about the Plumlee family. All right, man. All right. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get right into it. And we are going to do our little mini post-game recap. Excuse me. Sixer Game Day live show. Shout out to our great partners over at National University. And shout out to all the great people in the chat. Let's take it on over to the post game. And let's do it, man. Let's do it. NBA post game live show brought to you by Kalshi here on Philly Take with RB. We knew what the destination would be. We knew that it would get to 7 games. That's what it felt like with these two juggernauts. But the method of travel, the transportation, the point A to point B has not made any sense at all. We are headed to a Game 7 after the San Antonio Spurs absolutely demolish the OKC Thunder in Game 6. I was wrong. I thought we were finally getting a cardiac game. And my heart told me the Thunder would win, but my head told me that every time you've expected something in this series, the exact opposite happens. This game is so hard to predict. This series is so hard to predict. One game, the Thunder hit every shot, and they're up by 40, and Wembanyama's just trailing the perimeter, doesn't look like he wants to do anything, and they go 0 of a million from 3. And then the next game, the first quarter is tight, then the second quarter comes around, and the Spurs start dominating, and then, oh, by the way, the Thunder have never given up a 20-0 run in the third quarter or any quarter in the playoffs. They give up a 20-0 run, and this game and this series has just been an absolute battle of coaching adjustments and just different strategies. I feel like I'm seeing a different strategy from each team and even each player every single game. So when I look at going forward into Game 7, I don't know what to predict. Going forward into Game 7, what do you think's going to happen? It's really hard to say because every game of this series has had so much variance. It has been domination on one side versus domination on the other. I don't know what to think. The Thunder may come out and have another historically bad shooting night, or they may follow suit with the pattern of the series and come out and SGA gets to the free throw line 12 times and he scores 35 and the Thunder blow the Spurs out. Nonetheless, we got treated in game 1 to that double OT classic thriller, and we've had 5 straight blowouts. So hopefully game 7 circles it all back to game 1, and we get an epic thriller, a classic, maybe an OT game, maybe a game winner, because I think the Spurs should win the series, and I think they'll have the edge and be the favorite, but Victor Wembanyama is that great. You know what I mean? Like, we could think whatever we want, but at the end of the day, Victor Wembanyama also is an alien and looks like one of the greatest players on the planet, and he can come out and will this team whenever he wants to a win. And apparently he can chop threes like he's Klay Thompson if he wants to, and he can just kind of score from anywhere and control the floor and the paint, and his gravity alone just completely changes the landscape. So I'll probably end up picking the Thunder, but it would not surprise me if we get another shocker in game 7. It's been a battle. These coaches must be coaching their butt off, but also these players feel like they're trolling. Simple as that. I mean, we can go throughout the game tonight, but it's literally what we have seen all series long. Matter of fact, if I even go and I read the final scores of this series, let me do that. The final scores throughout this series, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 was 122-115 in double OT. Game 2 was 122-113. Didn't feel that close. Game 3 was 123-108. Game 4 was 103-82. Game 5 was 127-114, and Game 6 was 118-91. And most of these games, even though they were 20-point games, were actually like 30-point blowouts. We haven't seen the Thunder get rattled like this and give up, but circling it back to what I said last game and the game before, every time the Thunder have had their backs to the wall, every time they've been presented with this big situation and they're in this big moment, and it's like, okay, this could finally be the time that they derail and they fall off the ledge, they usually come out very calm and composed, and they just handle business and get it done. Now, maybe the Spurs can do the same thing. We haven't seen it yet. We also haven't seen someone stifle the Thunder the way that the Spurs are. So it's a very unpredictable roller coaster of a series. In terms of tonight, like I said, that run in the third quarter, okay? The third quarter was 32-13, and the Thunder did not score for the final 8 minutes of the quarter, I believe. Or it was very close to 8 minutes if it wasn't 8. But they literally didn't score for the entire third quarter. You want to talk about ups and downs, man. You want to talk about flipping the switch on and off. Like, how do you just turn off like that? Now, I don't want to just take away the credit from the Spurs because they're such a good defensive team. But really what I was seeing outside of the good defense was the Thunder like missed the easiest shots, whether it was a Jared McCain runner, whether it was, I don't know, Isaiah Joe came in and missed some threes. Jalen Williams was missing stuff. And the other Jalen Williams, J-Dub, played 10 minutes in this game, and he went 0 of 1. He did not look healthy, did not look conditioned. So I don't even know if he should play. Alex Caruso didn't nearly get enough looks. But yeah, like Isaiah Hartenstein missed a couple of those push shots. Chet missed a runner. Even SGA missed a runner against Wemby. They literally went scoreless for 8 minutes. It was a 20-0 run. Like I said, the Thunder have never given up a run like that in the playoffs. So it just didn't make a lot of sense. And it's like everybody just turned off at one time. At halftime, the stats were very close. And I said here at halftime that the OKC Thunder should feel very good about their position in this game because everything was literally identical almost. And they were only down by 7, and the Spurs were shooting much, much better from 3. That was the only difference. They were shooting like 10 to 15% better from three at halftime. And then after that third quarter, everything literally imploded. And at that point, the Thunder just got their starters rest in the fourth quarter. Because why would you even play him? SGA didn't even play in the fourth quarter. He finished the game with 15 points. He was a minus 28 in 28 minutes. It was pretty bad. I thought the game was starting to flip momentum-wise. The only other thing I'll say is, like, in the second quarter, the Thunder had kept it close. And I thought the Spurs showed just a slight tad bit of immaturity. Like, you had the Devin Vassell, blocks Chet Holmgren, and he goes up and he's like flexing on him and he's chirping at him, kind of like woke up the beast a little bit. And then a little while later, you had Keldon Johnson flexing. And then a little while after that, you had the Carter Bryant play where he just barrels in to SGA for absolutely no reason. They called it a common foul. I don't know how they didn't give at least a technical foul for that. They kind of showed that, like, hey, we're fine with that level of, just aggressiveness, I guess, if you want to call it, or just, I don't want to call it dirty, but like he just barreled into him and knocked him over. So in the second quarter, especially after that, the Spurs were kind of getting out of their domination and execution mode. Like, they were just really converting. They had 8 threes made in the first. You thought they were going to blow them away. Then the Thunder, were biting little by little, getting back in it, grasping their way back in this game. And like I said, at halftime, it was a very, very close game. It was 7 points, and the Spurs were shooting well. And I said, look, Wemby has come out in this game, and he has established that, I'm just going to shoot threes, which was very, very odd because I don't know if it's a strategy thing. I don't know if Wemby's tired, if he's hurt. But in game 5, he did the same thing, and he couldn't hit a shot. And he just kind of walked around the floor. So tonight, he comes out, and he had, 3 threes in the first quarter? And 11 points and 5 boards, and he couldn't miss. He looked like Klay Thompson in his prime. So they went with that strategy. It worked. Then as the game went on, Victor Wembanyama, got into that third quarter. He started being aggressive, started getting in the paint, couple alley-oops. He puts his hand up in the air. His hand is more than halfway up the backboard. Nobody can stop him. He almost posterized Hartenstein on an and one. So, yeah, the Spurs just started to play more physical, but really, their defensive intensity, again, I don't want to take that away from them. The level of defensive tenacity that they had in that third quarter, it did stifle OKC, but also I think 2 things can be true where OKC just went remotely quiet for like 7 straight minutes and couldn't hit a shot. So it's just hard for me to know what's going to happen in this series. Couple other shout outs I want to give. Obviously, Wemby finishes the game with 28, 10 boards, and 3 blocks. I think he played a couple minutes in the fourth, but after that, they got him some good rest. He was phenomenal again. If he had played more, the stat line that I predicted for Wemby might have actually came true. I said Wemby was going to have 36, 15, 7, and 5 blocks. He was on his way there. He was playing very efficient ball. But the other guy I want to give a shout out to is Dylan Harper off the bench. Harper, since going back to the bench after Fox returned, just has looked very isolate and just very lethargic, and he doesn't look like himself. He's dealing with that ankle injury. But Dylan Harper tonight was absolutely fantastic. And these are the types of games where I look at Harper and I'm like, oh yeah, they can like just build around this guy with Wemby. They don't even need De'Aaron Fox. I mean, De'Aaron Fox tonight, once again, is really struggling. He played 26 minutes. He had 5 points, 1 of 9 from the field, 7 assists, and 5 boards. Dylan Harper in 22 minutes had 18 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 2 threes, 6 boards, 4 assists, and only 1 turnover. So Harper was phenomenal. Devin Vassell, 4 threes, great defense. Castle, I thought, was really finding his guys early on, distributing the ball. That first quarter was so efficient. They hit 8 threes, but why did they get those open looks? Because Stephon Castle was just, he was manipulating the defense in a perfectly executed way. Julian Champagny, a couple tough buckets. These teams just play as units, man. It's really fun to watch an entire team be able to contribute, you know? So I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. And yeah, last but not least, I would just say the Thunder shooters didn't show up. I mean, they shoot 10 of 40 from three. A couple games ago, they shot like 20%, and tonight they shoot 25. Meanwhile, the Spurs shot 37%. I mean, that is the difference. 47% from the field. The Spurs could not stop them. They hit everything. Last thing I want to say is the referees. First half, I thought, was officiated perfectly. Third quarter, it became a lot. We finished the game with 35 fouls, mainly because the fourth quarter was not competitive. I feel like we probably would have been again above that 40 mark, closer to 45. I think they need to officiate Game 7 the way they did in the first half this game. You know, obviously you don't want the too much chippiness and like the dirty plays. You don't want anybody injured. But I thought they were just letting them play within the flow of the game. So that's what I want to see moving forward. A lot of people are going to go at SGA tonight. And yeah, he was very bad. And it's hard to really like predict what he's going to do. But he only had 3 free throws tonight. Last game he had, 17? So, you know, they're going to come at SGA. They're going to call him a free throw merchant. I don't think that's necessarily true. But it is true that a big part of his game depends on getting to the line. You could say that about a lot of great players, you know, getting those free points. That's what you want to do. You want to get hacked. And yeah, I just thought the Spurs brought the physicality on defense, especially in that third quarter, and they never looked back. So that's really all I have on this game and this series. Now, once again, I want to circle back and talk about Game 7. Couple main keys that we should look for, and also I want to read out your predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the chat right now, and once again, thank you to everybody that has been rocking in here tonight. I want to know from you, who do you think is going to win Game 7? If you had to predict it way too early, couple days in advance, right now, who do you think is going to win Game 7? And why? Give me a why. I want to know why they're going to win Game 7. And it's crazy. It's a crazy question to ask because it's hard to predict. We don't know. There is no consistent, theme in this series where you can point to that and say, yeah, that's going to happen in Game 7. We really don't know. And that's what makes this so intriguing. So I'm going to give you my way to prediction early, and we'll talk about a couple of the main keys coming up for Game 7. Before I do that, got to let you know about our great partners of the Postgame show over at Kalshi. Ladies and gentlemen, check out Kalshi. Go to their site, download the app, because the two best words in sports are coming to fruition again. Game 7 here in the Western Conference Finals. And you can trade it over on Kalshi. Same thing with the NBA Finals coming up. Kalshi is the largest prediction market and is available in all 50 states. Right now, if you go to Kalshi, the Thunder are trading at a 49% chance to win it all, the entire championship, meaning a $100 trade would pay out $205 if they took the title. Then you have the New York Knicks, who some people are starting to think are the favorite. Can the Knicks win the title? Are they going to win the title? Let me know what you think. Right now, the Knicks are at a 27% chance trade on Kalshi, meaning a $100 trade would pay out $371 if they took the title. As the playoffs heat up, those numbers move in real time, and you can buy in or out at any time. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. As the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. So, for a limited time, download the Kalshi app, use code PhillyTake, and get $10 when you trade 10. Once again, that's KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more info, see kalshi.com/regulatory. So speaking of predictions, man, game 7, I think we are certain of the uncertain. That's what I think. And I think that something shocking is going to happen. I think somebody's going to have a crazy performance off the bench, or just someone we're not expecting is just going to go crazy. But I do think it will be decided between Wemby and SGA. Really, it's going to be whoever comes out with more will between these teams. The pattern is telling me that it's going to be the OKC Thunder, and that they're going to defend their home floor, and they've been in these big moments, and the Spurs have not, and the Thunder are going to go back to the finals. However, I do say that the rest is going to be a crucial factor. Whoever wins this game on Saturday will only have 3 days of rest before starting the finals, while the New York Knicks are sitting on 9 days of rest. Now, again, Mitchell Robinson is out with a broken pinky. That could affect the Thunder a little bit. AJ Mitchell's still out. Jalen Williams is still trying to get back in conditioning. So, you know, you want more rest to get your guys healthy. But now you have to go into a dogfight. And the Knicks, for the third straight time, are going to play a team coming off a 7-game series. I think that will make a huge difference. So I think my head this time going into game 7 is going to tell me to pick the Thunder. And that's probably what I'm going to do. But like I said at the beginning, I would not be shocked if the Spurs win game 7, because it would just follow suit with this crazy trajectory of a series. And with this not unconventional, just up and down, like blowout. I just don't give us a blowout. No blowouts. All right. Give us a classic game 7. That will not be fun if we get a blowout. But a couple main keys once again. Thunder have to get physical with Wemby. If he's chopping threes from the start of the game, maybe he'll do something completely different in game 7. But if he comes out chopping, you got to get out. Obviously, you can't block or contest his 3, but show him a couple different things. Show him some pressure, try to swipe the ball away like Hartenstein did a few times tonight. Just get on him and, I don't know, maybe throw like Lou Dort at him early. I don't know. Do something to get him off his rhythm. And also, I would say get SGA to the free throw line, get him going downhill, being aggressive, trying to draw those fouls. And I mean, not to sound crazy, but do what he does best, which is get to the line. Other than that, if I'm the Spurs, I would say keep up the defensive intensity. Just keep at it. Play great on-ball defense from Castle to Fox, Vassell, Champagny, all of them. They're everywhere. So that's what I would do, and I would just, like that energy that they had in that second and third quarter, I would say, look, you guys got to play like this all 48 minutes. If we want to win this game, we have to be hungry for it. Like, you got to come out on fire in that game. There's no reason not to. So that is where I'm at. Those are my adjustments. I would tighten up the rotations a little bit if I'm the Thunder. I would think about starting Alex Caruso. They won't do it, but I would play him a lot of minutes. I would not play someone like Kenrick Williams a ton. Even the second Jalen Williams, Jay Will, I don't know if I'd play him a ton. Maybe try to let him rough up Wemby a little bit, but you need guys that can shoot, that can put the ball in the hoop. And also, I would be very curious to see if they play J-Dub, the first Jalen Williams, a lot, based on how he looked tonight. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a coaching battle. I think we're going to see a cardiac thriller, and I think we're going to see some good adjustments. That's where I'm at. Wemby, do whatever you have to do. Eat your good luck food. Don't look at blue light. Space out. Don't go on your phone. Whatever Wemby does, his superstitions have worked. And Wemby, do your thing. And I would say for the Thunder, no TikToks. Come on in and get ready to go. So that's where I'm at. That's all I got on this game. What do you guys think? Let's see. Spurs in the chat on intuition. Spurs. Wow, we got everybody picking the Spurs to beat the Thunder in game 7. I'm surprised on that. I'm surprised because I thought based on the pattern of the series, you guys think the Thunder would bounce back, but it has been, it's been a very unsure of yourself type of series. So I hear you. Dom is picking the Thunder. He says they will bounce back. I think they will set a game plan in motion and execute. SGA might finally turn into the MVP. Yeah, maybe. Johnson was bringing the muscle. He was bringing the muscle. Philly says, I think the Knicks will beat the Spurs in the finals because the Spurs will be tired. Yeah, I think the better matchup for the Knicks is probably the Spurs. I don't think they want to see OKC. I don't think anybody ever wants to see OKC, especially based on their experience level. So we'll see. Smiley says Wemby has more fire than SGA. When he wants to, yeah. When he wants to, probably. But I'm excited to see what happens in Game 7. It's, it's like a coin toss at this point. So give me your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you make of this game? What do you make of this series? Again, I don't want to take credit away from the Spurs. I thought they played really well in the second half, but just kind of been the theme of it. Blowout after blowout. Will we get a picture-perfect moment in Game 7? Will we get a poster moment? Will we get a textbook history moment in Game 7? We'll see, man. See how it all plays out. Once again, this is the NBA postgame live show right here on Philly Take with RB. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, support us everywhere. We'll be back for Game 7. We'll be covering every game of this series in the finals. Coverage never stops, man. Follow us on all platforms. Check us out everywhere, and let's go to the moon, man. Western Conference Finals Game 7. We all knew it was coming, but it's finally here, 2 days away. Who will come out victorious and punch their ticket to the NBA Finals? Spurs even it up 3-3 after another crushing win. Now we just wait for the final 48 minutes. Enjoy the night, everybody. Catch y'all back here on Saturday night. Peace.